This is war. This is war out of nowhere. This is gone. So much has changed. This is war. Now it's right by the gate. This is war. RPG in its mouth. Fuck our soul, tearing it out. Through the same to SmackDown, same results. Dynamite collision too. Too many films and shows for you to figure out what you like every week. Week to week, same result. We are told to shut our mouth. No more lies thrown in your eye. We're all together. This is war. This is war. Out of nowhere. One love stole our song, but this is war. The original. Out of nowhere. This is war, out of nowhere. One love stole our song, but this is war. The original, out of nowhere. This is war, out of nowhere. This is war, out of nowhere. This is gone, so much has changed. Now it's right by the gate. This is war. RPG in its mouth. Fuck our soul, tearing it out. Through the same to SmackDown, same results. Dynamite collision too. Too many films and shows for you to figure out what you like every week. Week to week, same result. We are told to shut our mouth. No more lies thrown in your eye. We're all together. This is war. This is war. Out of nowhere. One love stole our song, but this is war. The original. Out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. This is war. This is war. Out of nowhere. One love stole our song, but this is war. The original. Out of nowhere. This is war. This is war. Out of nowhere.
Yo!
This is war. Out of nowhere. This is gone. So much has changed. Now it's right by the gate. This is war.
There's no way Darby Allin is winning this match.
And now facing Hangman Adam Page.
There's no way Darby Allin's winning this match, man. He took that photo with CM Punk. And I think he's in trouble. The lights went out a minute ago too, man. What's up with that? What's up, everybody? We're live. The power went out for real. Maybe it was just an actual power outage. I don't know. I'm not sure. We're live, baby. It's Wednesday night. We'll be here with you for, I don't know. We might be here with you for 30 minutes. Tonight, we might be here with you for 2 hours, 3 hours. I don't know how this show's going to go. Shane McMahon meeting with Tony Khan. We might have Jake might be popping in a little bit, maybe. Yep, get ready for Darby to be punished hard, no doubt about it. Mac Jones getting picked at camp, or getting picked on at camp. Yeah, he's kind of a bitch. That's why we got rid of him in New England. Oh my God. Fall away slam into the stairs. There it is. Oof. How's everybody doing, man? Let's get that link in there, the dono link. Let's plug it up top. There it is. We got D. Welsh in the house, baby. AEW Dynamite's still going on. And despite that, we still got almost 70-something people in here. What's up? You want to get hard, man? Lance Archer, dude, they did a Spanish fly in the middle of the ring. And the announcer's like, no, sold it. You know? Alrighty. So, Shane McMahon met with Tony Khan. And I think we all know what this means. Now, a lot of people believe that that this was planned photo, like that they wanted it to get out. I'm gonna bet they didn't. You know, I really am gonna bet they didn't. They did not want it to get out. But a lot of people do think that they meant for it to get out. God damn, there's a hot ass picture of Tori Wilson on Twitter right now. Oh my god, bro, that's like a mommy photo. Like a milk me mommy photo. Oh, good lord. How old is Tori Wilson? Tori Wilson is 49 years old. That is a milk me mommy photo. Oh my god. I don't even know if I can show this. I mean, I can. She's in a bathing suit, but it's like, oh my god, bro. I won't show the below half. I don't know why I'm freaked out that it's not okay, but it's okay to show it, but wow. Yeah, oh my god, bro. I'm going to retweet that. That's like a mommy milk me photo. This chick's over 10 years older than my wife. That's crazy. She's like 50. God damn. That's crazy. She's 9 years older than me. 9 years older than me. That's crazy. Like, my wife looks like this. She's 50, though. That's keeping up with the gymnastics, bro. Wow. I can't believe it. She's 50. That gives me hope for everybody. You know what I mean? Because I'm starting to get into the stepmom stuff, you know? Like stepmom, and the stepmom always looks like 45 or something. So like, you know, my age must be going up a little bit. You know, we're going up a little bit in desire, you know? You know how that's supposed to work? It's supposed to work like that in your body for whatever reason, right? Or maybe like a little younger, but like maybe I'm like weirdly like 5 years older. It's going the other way. You know what I mean? Damn, Tori Wilson, man, 49. I thought Swerve was all right on the mic tonight, but he's a little weird, man. I feel like sometimes he's weird on the mic. I don't know. Like, he's like... I don't know, man. I didn't really like Swerve that much on the mic, to be honest. You know what I mean? What up, Killer Demons? Glad you don't have COVID. That sucks. I've had it a couple times. Swerve. Brian Danielson, Daniel Bryan looked like he's announcing. I think he might win the belt, to be honest. I think that they're adding the. I think that they're trying to make us really believe that this is his last match and that he's not supposed to wrestle. I almost wonder if the injury stuff is leaked out on purpose and it's not real. Do you know what I mean? I mean, maybe it is the end for him, and that would make sense if he were to retire from AEW, and maybe he would. I don't know what he'll do after that, but that's the thing is we don't know. That's the best part about this. They've really got us, man. We don't know what's going on with Bryan Danielson. Like, it's totally possible that he's retiring and he's going to lose. But at the same time, it's totally possible he could win the belt, and that they just added the retirement stipulation so that there was a belief he might lose. Do you know what I mean? Like, it is so weird. You know, like the whole thing. Yeah, it's just you don't really know exactly what's going on. And the fact that, oh, my contract expires tomorrow, so now it's like, oh, he doesn't really have a contract. Now he's putting his wrestling career on the line. Oh, my God, he's going to lose. He's going to retire. So if he wins, it's crazy surprising. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't really know, 100% what to say, but I just like they're doing a good job of making it so it's like I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what's going on. I'm very unsure of what's happening. So, for that, they did a good job of making me believe that. I will say. So good on them there. And soon AEW will be over and we'll get into the Shane McMahon, Tony Khan meeting that took place. The photo that was leaked out that we've all seen, or leaked out, or I don't know, put out on purpose, or somebody's fired if that wasn't supposed to get out. You know what I mean? Like, if that photo is not supposed to get out, like, dude, somebody's fired. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, somebody's in trouble if that was not supposed to get out. So that's why I thought, yeah, that's supposed to get out. Like, that's supposed to get out. You know what this looks like? This looks like the other day when I was showing that video of Drew saying something to my daughter, and I said something to him, and then he looks over like, oh, that's what Tony Khan looks like in this photo. It's so weird. I just showed that video the other day, and this literally looks just like that. Oh? I don't know why Wrestle Talk's name is plastered on all of these. I don't know if, like, they were the ones that were given the photo or something. I've seen a couple of photos without the Wrestle Talk logo, so I don't know if they just stole it and they're saying they're trying to take credit for the whole thing or something. Because they're fucking annoying pricks. Suppose Wrestle Talk with people, and then he came to the ring. I hope some more Muslims stab you people. How about that? But no, Tony Khan he looks very surprised here. Like, oh, Billy's, you're taking photos, Billy? Like, oh my God, you're taking photos of me, Billy? Don't take photos of me, Billy. Ah! That's what he looks like. He looks like a surprised prick. He looks like, like he just saw his mom coming out of the shower. Now, Shane looks super serious. That's the weird part. Tony looks like, ooh, and Shane looks like, okay, like, this meeting isn't as fun as I thought it was going to be. I'm kind of annoyed. And maybe even Shane is thinking, why is this guy taking photos? See, already I'm suspicious of, this makes me wonder, like, Tony Khan looks like, oh, and Shane looks kind of serious. Like, what the fuck, dude? Are you seriously taking a photo of us? Like, this is going to get out. What are you doing? Like, so if this is not supposed to get out, it makes sense because look at Shane's face. He's kind of like, yo, like, what the fuck? Like, why are you taking a photo? But Tony Khan has a typical Tony Khan look of like, oh, ha, 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 like, you're taking a photo? But Shane is thinking, this isn't good. I mean, now I'm making up a story in my head based on these guys' expressions, but why does Shane McMahon look kind of serious and like, almost like, what the fuck? And Tony Khan looks surprised, but he looks silly surprised because that's Tony Khan. But Shane looks like annoyed surprised. Like, really? You're taking a photo of this? I don't know. Could be just speculating out of nowhere. Could be just, making up my own thing. Hangman Page now looking for the buckshot lariat. The power went out earlier or something, or the whatever the fuck. So I don't know if that's going to play into the ending of AEW here or what's up, but I'm assuming it's going to. Hangman's losing it. I got to believe that I can't believe that Darby Allin would win this. Oh, he did win it. Oh, wow, Darby won. I can't believe it. I was behind and I fast-forwarded it. Wow. Hangman's losing it. But now the power went out for no reason? I'm confused. So somebody is either coming out or they literally had power failure. The weird thing about the power is everything went out, but the LED board around the ring didn't go out because that's, I don't know if that's separate probably or whatever. Is this really just going to end with Darby won and Hangman's angry? That's, it's weird. Okay. I am shocked after the photos taken by Darby that they would still love him. I feel like Tony Khan is like, I want to, I mean, listen, Darby, though, is one of his closest guys, so I don't know. That's it. It's going to end like that. The power. So they just had a power failure. We got Jake's here. Jake DeMarco's here, baby. Jake, was it a power failure?
And he was slamming his fist into the board, and he was like, whoever leaked this photo, I'm gonna fucking, and then he slammed his fist down and he shut off the whole show. What an idiot.
There you go. It was like WrestleMania 11 when the sound didn't work the whole show, and then it's so funny because there's like 7 times where the audio at WrestleMania 11 doesn't work right, and then at towards the end of the show, Jerry Lawler goes, McMahon, I don't know, the whole show, I just noticed every time I unplug this, like, we lose the audio, but I plug it back in and it works again. And then he goes, you think that's, and then McMahon just laughs and goes, oh my God. He goes, Jerry Lawler wreaking havoc with the sound all show long, whatever. And I never found out there's no, if I could ever get a hold of Bruce Pritchard, this is the question I'm asking him, because I don't think it's been answered anywhere. Because if you watch WrestleMania 11 now, it's all edited. So they've edited out most of the audio trouble. But I have the VHS still from the original pay-per-view broadcast, and even the original VHS releases back in the day contained the audio troubles of WrestleMania 11. And I always wondered, was Jerry Lawler just trying to make a joke by saying, like, McMahon, I've been unplugging this and plugging this back in, and every time, and then McMahon laughs and goes, oh my God. And then it's really funny because after 2 hours of this, Jerry Lawler says, I've been unplugging this thing, and you're like, it's fucking really funny. But now, if you watch it, it doesn't make any sense because you don't really notice too much of any audio troubles at all. And I'm not even sure if that Jerry Lawler line is in there anymore, but it was forever, and it's on my VHS tape, and it's really funny. And so I would like to find out, did Jerry Lawler was he really the one that was affecting the audio of WrestleMania 11, or were they just having audio troubles and he just either made a joke or a speculation for real? But either way...
Funny enough, Joe, he actually went ahead and today put out a comment about that exact thing.
What?
So he was, Jerry Lawler was being interviewed, and they said, what happened with the audio issues at WrestleMania 11? And he said,
no. Oh my God.
So I imagine it's still there, but I'm not positive,
Man,
good interview. You should listen to the podcast.
Man, I for a second, I thought you were serious, and I was like, you've got to be kidding me, because that'll be the third thing in, like, the third stream in a row. Where I've said something, like I did something or said something, and someone's like, someone just did that exact thing, and I'm like, what? And it looks like I'm just copying people or something.
No, you're right on the money, just not with that, but everything else will give you credit.
Someone find Jerry Lawler, or I assume either Jerry Lawler, Vince McMahon, or Bruce Pritchard. Those are the only 3 people probably that know what I'm talking about right now. Like
Jerry McDivitt. But,
yeah. And maybe what's his face too? Bucktooth knows what I'm talking about too, but not a lot of people.
Yeah.
Do you want
that? They keep that close to the vest, I'm telling you.
We are so lucky, by the way. I was going to come on here tonight, and honestly, I didn't know if I was going to do any wrestling. I was thinking about coming on here, do 45-minute show. Hey, everybody, fuck around, answer questions, comment some news maybe, and then get out of here. That's what I was going to do. But I got some time in the morning, and I got some time tonight, and on top of that, there's a big news story, and on top of that, SummerSlam's coming up, and so we are gracefully here by surprise. Last week, Jake prepared a whole fucking thing to be here, or was it 2 weeks ago? I don't remember. but he was all ready to go with all kinds of shit. And then I pulled the plug on the deal. And now tonight, well, we weren't ready to go do anything, and now we're here. So figure that fucking thing out. But either way,
You think I'm not prepared? I come prepared always. You know it, baby. When I come prepared. And not only do we have the lineup for Saturday's Extreme Stadium show, but we also have a few little notes, speculations. Like you said, we'll go over AEW Dynamite, talk about some of the latest happenings going on there. And, of course, we'll go over a little bit of Raw and whatnot throughout the week. But not everything wrestling, of course. We got a few other little stories to touch on. But, yeah, Dynamite, I didn't see all of it. I saw in highlight form tonight. And the main takeaway is they don't know who's heel and who's face anymore.
right.
And besides that, shouldn't it be Swerve taking on Hangman for the title, not Danielson? I know Bryan Danielson won the tournament to get the title shot, but that doesn't feel like the match right now. It feels like Swerve and Hangman. Hangman was handcuffed to the cage last week, like Christ. You know, they beat the hell out of him and then beat the shit out of Jack Perry with the chair shot heard around the world. And I'm telling you, you know, it just seems like Hangman would want to finish the deal and Swerve would want revenge. But we're going into All In with Danielson saying that he's going to retire if he does not win.
That almost makes me feel like he is going to retire because, like, he's being shoehorned in now to this match with the champion.
Yeah, he went ahead.
What?
He won the tournament very quickly. Like it was like it didn't feel like a long-term booked thing. I wish they pulled the trigger years ago when they had the Grand Slam tournament when it was Moxley versus Bryan, because Punk was suspended and they stripped him of the title. So they had their little mini previous champion tournament and they went through to the finals. And I swear Moxley should not have won the belt then. It should have been Danielson and they could have taken that momentum. But more shocking than anything, I think, is a McMahon on AEW. I saw the photo this morning, and I'm telling you, if that wasn't supposed to get out, I don't know that it would.
Right.
Really, though, the person you have to thank for all of this is Mercedes Moné. And I think that is kind of the ultimate FU to Vince and everything that she left behind. Because even though I'm not a fan of hers, it is a bit poetic, as I said, because you work it all down and she sees Shane at the airport. Oh my God, haven't seen you in forever. And then they get to talking and she's like, AEW is great. You should come and talk and hang out. And he gave her his new number and that's how this was set up. And that's shockingly incredible. But I'm blown away. I mean, it really is a sight to see. It looks like they're surprised, but it could be staged. It could have been a fan somehow walked by. But I think this was set. I really think this would not have got out unless they intended it to, because obviously you have them meeting in an airport. Apparently they met, I believe it said Texas airport, and they had a meeting in a business room there. Discuss some things.
Do you think that that's this photo? This is the old photo of that, and this is just getting out now? And this is
apparently this happened Monday when they had this meeting.
Oh, okay. So I didn't know that, but I almost
allegedly
wondered if this was the old meeting.
This photo was apparently taken Monday when they had their meeting, is what I'm getting at. According to the New York Post, Shane McMahon, Tony Khan photographed having private meeting at AEW. Intrigue grows. So it says Shane was spotted in a photo that sent shockwaves through the wrestling world. And they said the two were discussing possibilities about moving forward. They said that rumors of Shane started when he was talked about between Conrad and JR on JR's podcast. And Khan said when he first heard about the rumors, he said he never met with him and he left the door wide open, said he'd love to meet with him and stop by anytime. And lo and behold, that's what happened. So they're saying that, the McMahon's obviously no longer in control. Triple H, took over things, but Shane was able to accrue some money from whatever stocks he was able to get rid of. And, he's AEW doesn't need money. They don't need a financial backing at this point. So It doesn't matter what kind of money they're throwing at people. I mean, they were at an Arlington, Texas airport Monday, and they were discussing the possibilities of moving forward. Forward to what? Is he going to be a in-ring talent, a manager, something backstage? Is he not involved at all? Is he a guest host for All In? I mean, the possibilities are endless, and that's kind of the thing. I mean, it sounds crazy here, but I have always loved Shane. There was something about him to me that was so endearing because he could have just been the rich boy, and I'm going to have to murder my dog in a minute, but I really went ahead and couldn't help but, kind of be enamored by him because there was this kid that had the silver spoon of whatever he wanted and could have. And not that he didn't live somewhat of that life, but he still went out there and killed himself. And I mean, literally killed himself. Whether it was off of the top of the stage or through real glass, it's just been Shane putting his body through hell time after time again. He might have some of the, the worst work punches, and he might be the best in the world according to that, Saudi tournament. But I'm telling you, I think I'm excited at the possibility, Joe.
I feel like his father just would never give him a win or like what it's like. It's like stringing someone along, or it's like the Resident Evil movies. It's like another Resident Evil movie's coming out. You're still never gonna find out what's really going on. There's still never gonna be a resolution. We're just gonna have what's her face show up again, Jill or whatever, Alice, and then she's gonna show up, and then zombies are gonna happen, and you're gonna think what's going on, but you're never really gonna find out what's going on still. And it's going to keep going and going and going. And there'll be no resolution. We'll fight forever. And that's what Vince has done to his son. Vince never gave, Shane some wins, really. I mean, I think maybe you could consider, like, him booking or whatever, but he just didn't. He didn't give him wins. Triple H got wins. Triple H got things and got wins. Shane never did. Shane is treated like a fucking, like, McMahon. Vince treats Shane like any other person. He runs him into the ground like anybody else.
Vince McMahon, the former WWF Royal Rumble winner, world champion, ECW champion. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. And Shane had the European belt. It wasn't like he couldn't. I could have pictured Shane as a world champ at one point. Wouldn't have been ideal, but they could have made it work. I could have believed it.
You know what they really could have done is my son's the world champion type of thing with Vince backing him up.
That was always shocking to me that we didn't get that with him. And then, all right, they wanted to do the family divided, but then you heard in the background that wasn't just a TV thing. It was real, that Stephanie was getting a lot of opportunities in the company and Shane was getting pushed down and told no, and repeatedly had these forward-thinking thoughts that really could have, I don't want to say like revolutionized the business, but certainly would have helped. He wanted to go to HD sooner. He wanted to buy UFC. He wanted to go, it's like there's a lot of things that Shane saw would be the curve of the future, and his dad just wouldn't, just couldn't give him any of it. Like you said, never a win for Shane. And Shane was booked in some high-profile things, but I think in a way, he almost earned that right to have those spots. And yeah, it was terrible to see him beat The Miz at Mania and go on these little win sprees. But I mean, it led to him and Drew versus Roman and The Undertaker at one point. I mean, come on, and it worked. It was still something that worked. I've always been interested in Shane, and unfortunately, seeing this is duplicitous in a way for me, because I'm excited at the possibility of seeing Shane in a wrestling environment again. I was very happy when he made that return all those years ago to WWE, and then we got him for a little while and kind of disappeared again, Raw Underground, and then came back and poorly booked the Rumble and was let go. So I don't know. I don't think Shane will be a needle mover. I don't think he's going to be something to save the ratings. But I think it's a shot in the arm that could be that opportunity for them. I think that this really could be not the be all end all answer to their problems, but certainly something that leads to a possibility. I mean, they can really ride on having a McMahon in AEW. And, you've got Goldberg out here making comparisons to Dixie Carter. He said Tony Khan reminds him of Dixie Carter, and, just some not great things. And he's like, I just think we have a different perspective on wrestling. I don't know. Goldberg says on Tony Khan, he said, it's hard for me to really pass judgment on their production because I don't watch it. I see clips of it, and it's hard to give a rational breakdown of how they really are because I don't watch it. But he reminds me of Dixie Carter, but a male version. I don't know if it's a good thing, but he reminds me of that scenario. It just feels different. So not exactly the warming response from Goldberg, but I mean, yeah, they had different mindsets on how he should be booked and handled, and we never saw any more of it. He went ahead and talked about, being knocked out with The Undertaker and how that, really put a bad stain on his career and all the issues that came post that. But I don't want to see more of Goldberg. I don't want to see him in AEW. To me, I was never a huge Goldberg fan. And like I'll give you a good example too. I didn't watch WCW. I knew it existed, but I was that loyal WWF guy. Most of the people on WCW at that point were people I didn't care for. I didn't want to see Hogan and Hall and Nash forever run things. I was done with Hogan. I wanted the new. I wanted to go ahead and get into the Brett and Stone Cold and Shawn's things. And the Attitude Era was literally at the perfect time of puberty. You got an attitude, there's the Attitude Era, and it works out. That's why a lot of people have such fond memories.
You were on puberty blockers?
That too. My mom wanted me to be Julie, not Jake, but that's for another show. But like I said, Joe, it breaks down to the fact of, hey, I didn't watch WCW. I had no real like or care for people like Eddie Guerrero or Benoit before he came in, and anybody involved with WCW because I didn't know most of it. I watched some ECW when I could, but you see these guys come over and it was like, oh, Jericho, I suppose, and they prove themselves over time. As we're AEW, when they bring somebody in, it's supposed to be this revolutionary thing, but then 3 weeks later, Tony gets tired of them. It seems like, or things don't pan out.
Yep.
So I mean, it is very disheartening in a way. I mean, how many stars have we seen just kind of disappear or just get fed into the meat grinder? Where the hell is Miro? Anybody seen Rusev?
Well, he's trying not to kill himself over losing Lana. I mean, they divorced. I mean, oh my God. Oh my God. Jake. Oh my God. I can't believe this. He's here. He really is here.
Way.
He really is here. Oh my God, Jake. Shane McMahon.
Shane.
Oh my God, he's here!
Money, baby. I'm rich, wrestling royalty, bow down to me, money. You're lacking in the bank, you in the tank. Let me lift on up your back. Pick up the money. The money. Pick up the money. Yeah, the money. Money buys talent and talent is wealth. Here I come, better get ready, cause I don't need.
Oh, that'd be crazy. Imagine you hear that and well, maybe not that. We could become a better song, but the bottom line is it could happen. It could happen at All In. It could happen after All In. Wouldn't you want to do it after All In when, or would you really want him to come? Shit, man. Would you want him to come? Answers really quickly, and then we'll play the donations. If you guys want to donate, Super Chats are on, or you can use Streamlabs pinned to the top of the chat and donate live. We'll play it on the stream, all that shit. What's up? But more importantly, right now, please click the like button. Do you want Shane to show up in AEW? That's the first part of the question.
I'm not sure. I know that's a terrible answer, but I really don't know because I'm hesitant. I don't want to see him get ruined there, or I mean, how much can they ruin? I get, but it's a thought. And in what aspect are we going to see him? Is he going to be a talent? Is he going to be? I don't know. I don't know. Last time we saw him, he killed himself in the ring, and Snoop Dogg had to give a people's elbow. So it wasn't really a fond last note in WWE.
I would listen, Eric. I wanted this for Eric Bischoff, but he's so overused and overdone. I 100%. And they've tried this with Christopher Daniels and other people like that, but I would think that you would make Shane McMahon like he is a investor owner of the company now or some big shot, and on top of that, he's like the president or something. So he takes on the role of the Vince. He becomes like the Vince McMahon of AEW. It's not Tony Khan.
And especially because the Elite just killed Christopher Daniels without any repercussion or anything the other day. So bring them in it all in. It's Wembley. You need a big, surprising return.
That was part 2 of the question, so I love it.
I knew where you were going. Let's bring them out. I mean, they're at Wembley. You need to have something gigantic.
And this is a fuck you to Vince. Is this a fuck you to Vince, or do you think Vince though is talking to Shane and Vince is like, do it, fuck him, like, or like what? I mean, like, could that really be going on? Like
I mean, I think it's more of a fuck you to Vince from Shane than Tony. Tony gets the win here of the the benefit of it, but really it's about Shane striking back at his dad. And I mean, his dad's not even in WWE now, essentially. So really, he's going against his brother-in-law and sister.
Yeah,
but
well, he doesn't like them either because they also don't really care for him too much.
I know, and
creatively,
and like you said, we saw Hunter be given a lot as the years went on. The reign of terror was real, and
Hunter Biden.
If only, no, but
no, I mean,
Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Okay. When you said Hunter B, I was like, Hunter Biden. You mean like the porno, the kids?
No, we've seen Hunter be given a lot of. Yes, he's been given a lot of opportunities and a lot of time to be on top. Like I said, the reign of terror, him being a forever champion, all the main events, everything to stroke his ego. I mean, certainly he earned part of it, no doubt about it. Triple H was great, but I never thought he was going to be the level of Rock or Austin. I always thought he would be upper echelon of the mid-card DX kind of area. And I was shocked to see him, 99 Summertime take over and really be that main heel. And yeah, I mean, you look at some of his runs and you're like, yeah, that was great. Other things, not so much. So
yeah, and I mean, again, we're talking about, I think we're mostly talking about Shane as a personality. Maybe someone who can help creatively in the back and be a personality. I don't, and yeah, once in a while, could Shane be like, I'll, end up in a match somehow? Yes, but I think we
Jarrett Shane beating the Young Bucks. Yes, Baz, I'm all about that. And it's just, I would love to see him. I really would. Like Pico and somebody else said, that answer sucks. Because they said I wasn't sure. I want to see him there. I do. I'd like to see him maybe wrestle once, but not be a regular talent. And I think he would be good in that managerial role that they're so desperately missing.
Did you say Spaz?
Yes.
Is he in the chat?
He was before. Yes, indeed.
Oh, I don't see him.
He was trying to super chat, but it's still not letting him.
I don't see him in the chat.
He was trying to super chat you.
No, but I mean, like, what I'm saying to you is you said hi to him in the chat, but I don't see him in the chat.
Oh, no, he sent me chat, not the YouTube chat. Yeah, he tried to go ahead and he said he tried to go ahead and donate before, but it wouldn't let him still super chat. So
I'm not able to super chat either on any of my names on anybody's thing anywhere. It's very weird. I don't know what that's about.
Yeah, quite a few times has that happened.
It won't let me work. It won't let me do it anywhere. Like, I mean, but I'll check to make sure he's like not banned or something. Let me see. Or so many people have been banned. By the way, if you guys have been banned or you think something's wrong, email me. I'll have to go in and fix your thing. But it's happening.
Yeah, especially because every now and again you get a mod in the chat back in the day that would have, get a little trigger happy.
I don't know. I think it's like accidental or like, yeah.
I think we checked it before and he wasn't banned. I think it was just something weird, but regardless.
I might be able to fix it right now though. But yeah, he might be having the problem that I'm having.
Very well could be. And I mean, like you said, we gotta get to the donations. But Shane, I think it's a go.
Yep. It seems like it. I really wonder, did they want this to get out on purpose? Like just this little bit? Or is this like, oops, like fuck. Like we didn't want anybody talking about it. They would have never seen it coming. And it would have been so good if that were the case. And now this has happened. So I wonder, if that's the case. I wonder which one. But I guess it doesn't matter now. I mean, people are still going to pop. But dude, imagine if there was no rumor. If this photo hadn't come out, imagine that. And then imagine if you didn't hear about the Mercedes thing. And then Shane showed up at all. You'd be like, what? Like it was.
I do think that would have been a very big viral moment for them. But I think the possibility of him showing up and the intrigue of the idea of would he debut is going to get a few people more to go ahead and see what comes of it. So I'm excited. I think they intentionally leaked this to go ahead and say, hey, this is a possibility. This is something that's being worked on, not finalized yet, but I think they wanted to test the waters, see how people reacted, and holy hell, it has been certainly a wild day so far. I mean, like I said, so many New York Post, Wall Street Journal, MSNBC, everybody's talking about Shane McMahon meeting with Tony Khan. So, and you got to remember there you go. Now you got it fixed. Jared Shane. But I couldn't go ahead and help but just laugh at the idea of Shane coming out, doing the shuffle. I mean, really, it is a ultimate F you to dad. That's for damn sure.
It really is. Like, I could have been in a position of better, and Dad, you fucked me, and oh my God, he's here again. I don't like. Is he coming out?
It's Shane.
Oh my God.
Comes the money.
Oh.
The money's here. Here comes the money, 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 baby. I'm rich, wrestling royalty. Bow down to me. Money, money, money. You're lacking in the bank. You in the tank. Let me lift all of your bank. Here comes the money.
My God. It's Shane McMahon!
Money buys talent, and talent is wealth. Here I come, better get ready, cause I don't need no help. I got money, money, stacks on stacks. Here I come, I got money and I'm back. Money, 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 y'all into ruble for sure. Money, 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 and I'm here to endure. Here comes the money. Here comes the money. Here comes the money.
Wow.
Here comes the money. Here comes the money. Here comes the money.
Yeah.
I mean, bro,
I'm digging it.
that might be better than some of the NXT new themes, and I just made that in 2 seconds.
Yeah. Or Sheamus's. Oh, everyone hates that. That's like Hands Across America joining in the hate for the Sheamus theme. I think it's hilarious. I mean, it's not drastically different, but it's noticeably enough that it just sounds like shit.
Yeah.
Sadly.
Yeah, no, that's a problem. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with them. And, they had something good. Why would you do this?
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't know why they switch those things. And that's the thing we do. Is it like a rights issue? And because one of the funny things I heard the other day was POD was talking about how they never made a single dollar off of Rey Mysterio's theme. And that blew my mind. And apparently they really went ahead and kind of started to slow down on, we'll give you, social media presence and that kind of stuff. And artists are now trying to charge, and that's why they're not working with many. But WWE was on the big, you'll get so much attention. You'll get so much. And I mean, they got to perform at Mania. They got to, you still hear the song today and they're like, that's great. But it didn't translate into what we thought it would. And after all these years, it's been his theme for 20 plus years. There's no royalties to come from it. And I was just like, wow. So crazy. Just absolutely crazy.
Well,
I am shocked to hear that that's something you hear about, starting and starving artists that go ahead and come up and they're like, hey, by the way, we'll give you exposure. We'll pay you an exposure.
Right.
I always crushed on Tori Wilson. Then Stacy Keibler.
Oh yeah. I mean, of course. And look at her now, bro. That shot from the back. I mean, that's crazy hot. I think, if I put Leah in a bathing suit, she'd look like that right now. But that girl is like 50.
Yeah,
I mean, that's crazy. Yummy. Like that's some good shit, man. Thank you to Prayesh Muhamdar for that 40
Super
Indian things.
Gonna go cheap plug Jones here. Spaz Phoenix on YouTube. Spaz Phoenix podcast everywhere else. Sometimes
Making up for
I
lost
kidnap
time.
Jake. We do the state of wrestling and some other P-review type stuff. Cheers.
Thank you, Spaz. Always good. And Spaz, oh God, what was the last thing I listened to? I don't remember what it was, but it was something I was supposed to tell you. Now I don't remember. I'll think of it later. Spaz, thank you, bro. And yeah, you can He's got great takes. Go listen to Spaz Phoenix podcast.
I'm just glad you got his super chat fixed.
I
give you that money, baby.
Didn't know it was a problem. That's crazy. Like, I can't believe that. All these times he's been saying like, "Oh, I'm in there," and I'm like, "Okay." And I thought I'm like, I don't believe it or something. And now I'm like, okay, let me look. Oh, wait, you really were banned. Like what? Or I don't know if he was banned, but something was wrong. I made him an approved.
Out or banned. Yeah, you didn't. Yeah, sometimes it's an approval thing. Too,
I
like
made him an approved user, and that whatever that is fixed it. I'm not sure what the fuck happened, but this has happened with lots of people. I know that.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Spaz.
Yeah, YouTube does not make it easy. That's for sure. You know what I think is actually crazy? I know I'm trailing off here, but talking with YouTube, Mr. Bedecker had his YouTube channel demonetized a long time ago.
Yeah.
And when they did that, they actually kept the super chats and donations through YouTube.
Yeah.
And he put in a big stink, and eventually all of his public attention towards it got him remonetized, and that money was sent to him. But at that point, they demonetized him. They're like, "Oh yeah, by the way, all the super chats you haven't been paid out for yet, you're not getting those."
Yeah, they take them from you. 100%. They do it to me now.
Nuts. Nuts.
If you super chat something like, "Hey, hope your mom dies in a fire, whore," or if you said something even weird, right? Like anybody not white something or whatever, something like that. They
any anti-DEI.
Yeah, whatever, or just something. If you said "Go Trump," I had a super chat. Someone said "Go Trump," $20 super chat. They took that whole thing from me because what they considered it an offensive thing, and they put it. They say they send it to their charities. So I didn't get the $20 someone super chatted. And they sent it to allegedly sent it to like what the fuck, bro? Like, dude, super chats are crazy. If you send $100, Google takes 30% or 40% actually, and then taxes take 30%. So it's just fucking crazy. But Streamlabs is pinned to the top of the chat if you guys want to use Streamlabs, PayPal, credit card, whatever you want to use up there. That's better than Super Chat. But you can use Super Chats fine. I do get paid on Super Chats. They're great.
Hey, Bullfrog is a moron.
Gerald Armstrong. So weird what they do.
Just came on. I heard that CM Punk didn't want to talk about Shane to air you on a podcast. Can't remember which one. Was there an issue between Punk and Shane? I never recalled there being a problem.
Well, the whole best in the world thing maybe, but I don't really know. But I do have a clip of that. Let's play that because I got it. Here it is.
Everyone's losing their minds and going crazy because there's a photo of Shane McMahon meeting with Tony Khan, and you have a history with both AEW and WWE. I'll just say, Punk, what are your thoughts?
Pass.
Would it shock you if he ended up in that company?
I said pass, you four-eyed fuck.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
What a way to not read the room there. Like, just keep asking.
No, I actually, you know what? I'm going to be honest. I think he did a good job of, like, he said pass, and then he said, would it surprise you if you went there? And he said no. And then I think he moves on. So I think he squeaked it in there while keeping it going.
He wanted to get his sound bite.
Yep, he got it with that. I mean, dude, even pass is a sound bite.
Yeah, absolutely. No doubt about it. But, yeah. Don't want to piss Punk off when you're interviewing him. That's not a good idea. We know how that goes.
Right.
I'm surprised he didn't start yelling at him, "You have a vagina!" You know, just really snapping at these folks. But, you know, one of my favorite old, tales from Punk is how he was banned on his first night by WWE by being deemed unsafe. So they had him come in for a tryout, and whoever he wrestled, he gave a grapevine hammerlock DDT to. And this is about the time where they were worried about some of the headshot stuff. So they were like, that's too unsafe. You're unsafe. We're never going to use you as an extra again. Like, that's it. You're done for. We're banning you. But he was already booked to be there for the next night. So they're like, well, I guess we're going to let you finish out your obligations. He's there the next night for, I think it was SmackDown, the taping before. And they're like, oh, so-and-so didn't show up. Do you want to wrestle the Road Warriors? And he's like, yeah. So he takes on, Legion of Doom when they came back kind of thing. And that was his first, non-televised but dark WWE match. And they went ahead and unearthed it. So,
and by the way, guys, If you haven't seen it, for anybody that has seen the Road Warriors match, I went ahead the other day and I did this on Twitter. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Sorry. Here it is. Now watch Hawk torpedo into this post. Watch this.
Next Tuesday.
Watch this. This is great. Watch this.
Is made to Hawk. Animal whips Punk, whips Hawk, clothesline, vintage Legion of Doom. And now Hawk whips Punk again. Here comes Hawk. Here he goes. Oh my goodness! Wow!
Dude, fucking Hawk. He fucking ate shit. Like Dude, Hawk was like, yo, let me do Shawn Michaels into the steel post. Like, bro, what was Hawk doing there?
Again, here comes Hawk. Here he goes. Oh my goodness! Wow!
I mean, he just barreled it.
Oh, what a mistake by the first mistake by Legion of Doom by Hawk, and oh, from behind the referee's back, Doug Delicious just taking liberties with Hawk.
Doug Delicious.
I know, what a name.
That's why I let that play, because I wanted people to hear that CM Punk's tag team partner was Doug Delicious. Like,
so that I saw earlier, and I was dying listening to the commentary you put through, and that's why I knew you had it queued up, or at least would be able to pull it up. And it's just cool that they're pulling up all these things lately. They put up a Brock Lesnar and Randy Orton trial from 2001 on Raw. You know, they're just unearthing things that people want, and fans are making requests, and they're digging through the vault, and they've been posting a lot of these satellite feeds from the early days, where it's just, you know, the full what you would get, one, you know, hard cam shot, that's it. And it's just interesting to see the history and how they, like, Brock has no music, you know, or no Titantron, nothing special. He just kind of walks out and he takes on Crash Holly, and of all people to work with, Crash was great because the size difference, you know, big man, little man. It was a good way to show his strength and throw somebody around, you know. So they did a good job, and it was just interesting to see how you could see then, like, you know, what they were going to turn into in you know, just a few years time. It's crazy to break down and see, but I'm glad that they've been unearthing all of this fun footage. You know, I am excited for SummerSlam. I do admit I think the build has been very good. And overall, I think Raw has been a lot of fun. There's pretty much been hardly anything that I don't really care for. I'm confused on why they booked the Wyatt 6 debut match to be on Raw. I guess they're trying to get people to tune in on Sci-Fi for the follow-up. So that's going to be like a, you know, because we're still on Sci-Fi because of all the coverage with everything on NBC. So
luckily,
let's go ahead and
I'll tell you what, on YouTube TV though, you don't notice. Because on YouTube TV, it basically says, oh, you will love Raw, the program. So when I click on YouTube TV, the first thing that pops up is Raw, even though it's on Sci-Fi. So it's like so not confusing on YouTube TV, which is weird. But real quickly, before I forget this, I got to go back in time real quickly. Just want to bring something up. This is about AEW. I want to bring this up real quickly. I'm going to forget it. I brought this up last week, and now it's really starting to piss me off. Last week, MJF, or a couple weeks ago, whatever it was, turned the international title into the U.S. title. And
yes. Last week.
And I said, why did they do that? Because if they wanted to get him heat, he should have created the Plainville, New York championship. Because now nobody wants to identify with that except for that small area, which is a big area, but I mean that area of the country. The rest of the country would boo him and boo that and boo everything. Oh, you changed the title. Why would you change the title to USA belt when MJF is kind of seen like a Trump type of character? Like,
yeah, he's a heel. He's supposed to be a heel right now. He's supposed to be the bad guy. Ospreay's supposed to, you know, take down the conquering, cheating heel, and he's going to vindicate the loss by him cheating with the ring, and he's going to beat him in front of everybody on his home turf, like you said. So it should have been the Long Island belt, the Long Island Express Championship, you know, something like that. And this is my belt. International, no. We come from New York, New Jersey. This is my people. All that shit. He could have done something. The New England title, like you said, and then because putting it with USA, people they don't want to boo America.
They want to chant America now, and they like MJF too still. So that
exactly. I always die when they get
and
people
Will
in the ring
isn't from here, so it makes it really look bad.
He's not defending America's honor. He wants the international title. So. What?
Yeah, and for the second week in a row, this started last week, MJF had to be like, I know it's the USA belt, except for here in this shithole. So he has to do that every week? No. So what are they doing? Why didn't they think of this? And why didn't they last week go, oh, shit, we're going to get USA chance. We better... why would you not? I'm shocked that no one thought... and that's what's making me wonder, is it supposed to be like that? Is there something that's going to happen we don't know about? Why is it the USA belt?
You're spot on, because here's what happened. So Ospreay's in the ring tonight rebuttaling MJF. MJF says, the fans need to show respect by standing up for an American hero. So that's already risky because you don't want to boo America, right? Then they have Ospreay come out. And he comes out and he says, Americans love their flag just like he loves his country's flag. But this is the international belt. No one's going to acknowledge MJF's title after you threw our title in the trash. We've had other champions, Pac, Orange Cassidy, Moxley, Ray Phoenix, Roderick. He's like, we always put it on the line. And what happened? The crowd chanted, USA, USA, for the UK guy. That shit always blows my mind. You get the Canadians and the fans are chanting USA, but this is what they're invoking here. But you're having the non-American try to get the USA title from the American. And then they have Fletcher come out, Joe, tonight. And he is supposed to be a face, but he's with Don Callis still.
Right.
So Fletcher's coming out and fuck you, MJF, and I could beat you, and that's my best friend, Ospreay, that's my brother. I thought they beat the hell out of each other and fought. Right? Didn't him and Fletcher split? And then Don Callis is not working with... Yeah, he's not working with Ospreay anymore. And then why is Fletcher with him? He's like, I'm born in Australia. I dreamt of moving to the U.S. because this is where the best wrestle. And USA chants again for the Australian. Go crowd. And he's like, everyone's sick of MJF's bullcrap. And MJF is like, oh, you're the wannabe Will Ospreay. And I call the shots. Well... You're making him the face, but he's with the heel stable, and then you're making MJF get cheered as a face with the USA chants, and then they bring out.
Why is Willow with that asshole manager too? Isn't she supposed to be a face?
And then Statlander, with Stokely. That's Statlander.
Yeah,
with Stokely. Yeah, and well, here's the thing: Willow gets beat tonight by Statlander. Yes, she cheated. I get that. Doesn't matter, right? It's like, oh, we wrap the chair around her, around her fist, and then I hit a discus punch, get the win. Or excuse me, chain, not chair. And 10-minute match. Now it's an eliminator, so she won the right to face that champion. You just beat the champ. I know WWE does it at times.
Yeah.
I hate it everywhere. I hate eliminator matches. Why the fuck are you beating the champion to face the champion? Face anybody else and call it a number one contendership.
Right.
Don't beat the champion.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
I don't get it. It makes no sense to me why he would have Willow lose, even if it's by her cheating. It's just like, because we want to see her get her revenge. Well, she's been being attacked for weeks, and they've been, they took her out before. That's the story. That's why she wants revenge, because her friend turned on her, not because she beat her by cheating. So the story falls flat. And then tonight we get, a thank you, Brian chant. And he says in the backstage interview that my neck is fixable and I want to keep it that way. And hearing that gave me just that kind of nauseated goosebumps. Because, I mean, we lost Brian to wrestling for quite a long time due to him being severely battered and injured. And it's great that we got him back, but I mean, at what cost? His arm is apparently losing sensation and going numb. He's having headaches and dizziness. He's saying he's okay, but he needs surgery still. He needs surgery. So how is he going to win the title and then go to have surgery? I think he's retiring here. I don't see him winning.
What about the swerve?
I don't see how.
What about the swerve of him winning and then literally retiring like the next night with, but what does that do to the belt? And
that kills the belt. That kills fucking Swerve too. And like I said, you have a face versus face story here. So you have Swerve, who really hasn't had the hottest title reign. And since he's gotten it, he really hasn't had like any great feuds. I mean, he was having better feuds not as the champion, with Hangman before and things. And all right, so he challenges from the belt. We're going to get all this. And he really hasn't had that like big decisive victory where he feels like, oh, you're the champion. Well, they gave it to us with what? A face versus face with Ospreay. Why? Don't know. They had to do that then. Okay. So now you're supposed to establish him, but he didn't conquer the heel Ospreay. He conquered the face. So it was like an any given Sunday kind of thing. Like, oh, we could still beat each other. So it never really made Swerve feel like he walked out of there elevated, pun intended with the theme. Ospreay did though, even though he lost, because now he's going to go take on MJF. And that feels like the real main event, as where Bryan and Swerve feels like it's taken a back seat.
Right. Yeah, I don't get it, and then maybe Bryan is going to put him over, and maybe they'll turn him heel. I don't know, but it doesn't make sense. I'm there's nowhere to go right now. I don't know. We'll see what they do, and I'll at the end of All In, at the end of the night, this will either make less sense or no sense, or the matches will be good but make no sense. We'll see.
Super chat party.
Spaz Phoenix again with $10.
The Friday before Mud Show All In, Triple H should open SmackDown announcing a two-night Mania at Wembley, and for that whole weekend fly a big fucking blimp over the Mud Show dropping Fred merch.
Wow. That would be
Imagine
crazy.
if Triple H and Cody were flying in the WWE blimp over Wembley during All In. Just you see Cody with the big cheesy smile waving as he looks down on Tony Khan and the business he helped create as they throw down T-shirts to the fans.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Dropping T-shirts would be hilarious.
Yeah, with a T-shirt gun, that high up.
That'd be pathetic, though. They wouldn't do that. AEW would do that to them, though. Andre Lavandero, thank you for becoming a member again. Spaz Phoenix, thank you for dropping the dono again. Spaz Phoenix, man, he is dropping some
Making up for
fucking
lost
super
time.
chats. Yeah, he's I've been trying to donate for 2 years. What the fuck's wrong?
He's like, I'm just gonna keep knocking them in here, but. And it
Stacks
wasn't a bad
Monet.
match either, Joe, with Statlander and Willow. That's the thing. Like, it really wasn't a bad match. 10 minutes, solid, good back and forth. I mean, they hit her with the chair and then the chain, and they take her out, and then afterwards they beat her more. And I'm like, I know they're really trying to stop it, but then they have Hathaway stop her, and it's like, why?
Oh my God, who is this?
Why?
Yeah, I don't know why that needed to happen.
Super chat party.
Ooh.
Statlander and Ridley got a hookup and lick clams.
Oh man, Spaz Phoenix again. They got to lick clams. That's
I'd like to see that 69.
I never liked the clams word.
Yeah, I'm not into seafood.
It doesn't because if it all was clams, bro. Like I'd be like, I'm not doing that.
No,
My wife is
I'm not,
flowers.
I don't want to eat flowers either.
Super
Right.
chat
I like Italian.
party.
If I call it Manigoa, I think I'm in trouble.
JC, please show Jake DeMarco Brett and his niece's post.
Bro, did you see this last night, Jake?
I did.
Oh, he's already seen it.
It was so goddamn funny.
Botch
Oh, my
Club
God.
on Instagram, guys. Go follow Botch Club tonight on Instagram. You got to see this. Natalia's titties are out, and Bret Hart is staring at them. You've got to see it.
He's got that look on his face, like I need mommy milkers.
Bryan Danielson versus Jeff Jarrett set for AEW Dynamite. Next? What? Samantha Irving breaks the internet with birthday selfie.
All right.
Samantha Irving breaks the internet with birthday selfie. What the fuck is that? Oh my God.
I think I know why.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Guys,
Ricochet is a lucky man.
All I can tell you is this goes below her belly button on Twitter, and now I can show this. She has covered up the parts that I need to cover up, but I'm still being careful. Go on Twitter. I'm gonna retweet that too. What is going on tonight? Why is everybody so horny? Like, what is happening?
I think it's just in the air, you know. I mean,
my God.
Yeah, this photo an hour ago she posted hump day
God.
dump 37, and there's a lot of photos on there. I mean, she's got herself out, and there's she's got some family and stuff and some filters, but that first one is where it's at. You don't want to scroll to the right; it's going to ruin the glory of what you saw. But just stay on that first.
You raised a piece of shit.
Oh my God.
Spaz from Phoenix, do you know Jizz from Tucson? Imagine the pop in AEW if Ed McMahon appeared. Think 2025 Doug Delicious and Katie Vick posthumously get in Hall of Fame. Can we agree that the best two Road Warriors were Heidenreich and Droz?
Oh my God.
I remember when WWE was obsessed with that, and thank you for coming on me there. I appreciate it. But yeah, they had an obsession with like the new whatever the tag team was, the new Legion of Doom, the new, and it was just like, we're gonna have everybody be the 2.0 version, and talk about a lack of originality. But
right, I can't get over this Samantha photo.
I'm still staring at it myself. God damn! I mean, happy birthday.
Y'all think Samantha Irvin broke the internet? Wait till you get a load of Howard Finkel. That's what somebody tweeted.
Yeah, well, I mean, we got to see. Oh, damn! Now that
looks like me right now.
That's kind of that's kind of what I looked like the other day.
This is like what I look like.
When I had the MRI done the other day, I took a video. I was trying to make Courtney laugh, and she was in the hospital. And I'm like, I send her a video at first aiming down. And I'm like, look at the stupid hospital socks they got me wearing. And then I flash up, and I only have my crotch barely covered. I'm just standing there naked before I put the hospital gown on. And I'm like, I think I forgot something. That's why everybody's horned up, Joe.
I thought I was going to be Shawn Michaels by 40, but I'm actually Howard Finkel. I'm even balding the same way. It's kind of crazy.
I have to point this out. R13 in the chat said Tony had to call Owen, his wife, Martha Hart, to ask for permission if Shane can join AEW.
Oh my God!
Could you imagine if that was actually like he has to clear everything by Dr. Martha Hart?
Yeah. First he's like, hey, I'm gonna have someone come down from a wire strap. Like how your husband died. Can we do that? Also, I'm gonna have Shane McMahon come here.
I certainly hope no one is keeping an eye on Cracky Khan and Trash's gangs. From a slanted roof.
Oh my God. Yeah, watch out for those slanted roofs. They don't work for the Secret Service. Unless they're on them, and then
non-wrestling news, as you mentioned before, will tangent off really quick, Joe. The Secret Service had no contact with SWAT or the local PD. They were supposed to have briefings. The snipers were supposed to meet. Never did all of it.
Please do Stu and Brad impressions to it. Live quick.
I should do that. Oh, man, look at those titties. Oh, man, there's a... Wow. Yeah. Botch Club, thank you, bro. We'll have to do that.
Well, Brett sees her and her sister slapping each other's titties. And it almost reversed his stroke. He was so hard.
Almost? Like the wrestler? Is he still out there?
Almost, but yeah, almost has been completely forgotten about. As soon as Vince's ass was out of there, his pet project was taken out.
Wait a minute. What did I just see?
Uh-oh.
I gotta find that. I was just
You saw Vince defecating on people again, did you?
What am I watching, Jake? You gotta see this. This guy goes, I was flipping through the channels, came to the Olympics and saw this. What the fuck? What? My God.
Tell me it hurts. Where does it hurt? He's like, it's over here, baby. Right here. It hurts right here.
Here's where it hurts.
It's such a cramp. Oh, God. Just get in deep for me. Yeah, a little harder. Go a little faster. The cramps. Yeah, the cramps feeling a little better. Oh no, it's hurt again. A little faster.
You know what this
a little
is?
Faster.
This is what happened to the kid from The Sandlot who grew up, the one that got Wendy Peppercorn to kiss him. This is the next
by drowning in the pool.
Yeah, now he's on this stage. Of the cramps right there.
He made it all the way to the Olympics just to get a cramp.
Oh, you get in there, you jungle bitch. Oh, yeah. What the fuck is this, dude?
I only wish someone just dumped a gallon of milk on her head right there.
I bet we could take this video.
Dumping.
I could take this video and go to AI and say to do that.
We could. That's the craziest part. I mean, we saw Trump drive away on a motorcycle. Never mind, we can get anything nowadays with AI.
Is he crying or coming? Like which one?
I think he's just about to finish, but he's trying to stretch it along. He doesn't want to be, he doesn't want to finish yet. He wants to enjoy it, but she's just got that kung fu grip making him drip.
What?
She gave him the hi-ya. That's a karate chop of doom right there. Look at that. She's got like the iron claw on his cock.
This is so weird, dude.
$9 for a fuck. Someone donated 9. I'm getting hard. I got 9 inches inside of your wife. $9. I'm shooting my semen to the ceiling. I'm coming and my balls have turned blue. $9. Suck my dick.
Jake Tribal Chief on Saturday. Plus Joe, I sent a gift membership. Do you have it?
Yes, I saw it in the chat before. We did get the gift membership. Thank you so much, Lewis. I don't know who benefited from it, but I did see it pop up before. Actually, it was Andre.
Okay, all right.
It was Levendro. So, a regular went ahead and got a gifted membership by Haystacks Monet. So thank you so much.
Let's see if we can... I don't know if we can generate something out of that, and maybe I don't know. That could be a donation. Louis Ordonetta, thank you.
Steven's right. It's the next Hawk Tua, So
yeah,
this is what you think you want. But imagine if this. He doesn't even have a cramp. She just came over to him and just wanted to dick.
Maybe you know what, dude? Imagine she was like,
he's paralyzed in fear there, Joe. He's like,
right.
He's coming and scared that this woman just came up to him and grabbed his dick.
No, what if it's a setup between the both of them? They're both sexual deviants, and they're like, they have a bet. Like, I bet you we can perform a sexual act live on TV, and we'll get away with it.
We'll get away with it. Yeah, it's just a cramp. I came 3 times. Don't worry about it.
Oh, I got a cramp.
He's been edging all days just so we could go ahead and finish at that exact moment.
Mm-hmm.
You might be right. They indeed had a deal.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Well, they got jealous of the opening between the transgendered ball sacks everywhere and the Last Supper. I don't know. It's been interesting. That's for certain.
What's the chorus? Come, yeah, yeah. Come, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, come, yeah.
Iron claw grip.
Let's try it. Ready? Let's do this.
Make that cock drip.
Right there. Oh yeah, right there. Baby, right there. Please, I'm gonna, come. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Wow, this is... I wish I had all the lyrics on this one because this sounds good. Oh, yeah. Wow, that is really good. Let's try this one. Let's do it. Oh yeah, oh yeah. The people in the background, look at them. Like, what is she trying to make him come? What are they doing? Like, huh?
Yeah, I mean, it really seems that way.
That is so weird.
It really seems that way.
This is so weird, dude. I cannot believe that that's going on. Like,
And the fact that they got in tight and zoomed in on that, I mean...
Yeah, they knew what was up.
Yeah, yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, right there, oh yeah, right there, baby, right there. Please, I'm gonna come, oh yeah,
What is going? He puts her hand on it. Oh my god! Only a white guy could get away with this. That's got to be the Dono song right there. It's quick. I mean, this is quick. You know, it's a quickie, to be honest. This whole thing's a quickie.
One of the things, you know, besides the orgasm, and I know we got to get to SummerSlam, but I really want to know your thoughts, because we didn't get to talk last week about Blood and Guts. The chair shot. So many have brought it up to me. Jack Perry crucified to the side of the cage, and I mean, they go ahead and they just beat him senseless. And then you get the Briscoe beat down. He takes that chair and just wallops him as hard as, and I mean, you heard that thud. That was sickening and not needed. I mean, they had other times people quit because they didn't want to get hit, you know, like AJ with the stairs and stuff like that. I don't think they needed the chair shot. The gasoline was stupid to throw on them afterwards, but I'm going to set you on fire. Fine, whatever. It just felt so anticlimactic, but everyone's focused on the chair shot, and I can't blame them, because you have the VP of talent, you know, going ahead, and QT Marshall's coming down on everybody. He's been, you know, very angrily tweeting and said, you know, Jimmy Kadarius, you have zero clue of what you're speaking of. If you'd like, you can come to AEW and we can show you what we do to protect the talent, or you can continue to be ignorant. Take your pick.
I mean, I honestly, first of all, I think Jimmy Kadarius is fucking retarded, but I really do think,
I don't think he's in the wrong, though. I mean, he literally said, I don't have sympathy, because if he has a brain in his head to begin with, he wouldn't have had one working today. He said he's an empty-headed dipshit. We have that on authority of Dr. CM Punk, number one.
Yep.
You know, this is what Jim Cornette's saying. I mean, Kadarius said, quick lesson, thank you and good night. And he showed in a video, there is no way to gimmick a metal chair. Now, Nick Jackson went ahead and said, all I know is Jack is fine. That's all that matters. We know the risk we're taking in the ring, and it wouldn't have happened if he wasn't prepared for it. So you're not saying, oh, it was gimmicked, it was fine. You're just saying he was prepared.
Why
for
are
the
they
headshot
even
and
responding?
he's okay.
I wouldn't even fucking respond. I would say, like, hey, listen, if we wanted to be bitches, we would cry and complain and call out everything that other wrestling companies do that's unsafe. I could show you a litany of stuff from the last 10 years and talk shit about other people. But what we do is we wrestle, we put our bodies on the line, and we entertain the fans. We don't sit here and cry about what other people do or don't do. We don't, when they don't know shit about anything.
Just please explain to me how you gimmick a fucking metal chair.
Who cares?
Don't. What, you shave it down by sandpaper? It doesn't. It's a metal chair. It doesn't matter how thick it is.
You have it made. You literally have it made cheaply, like with shit. Like first of all, let's say it's not gimmicked. It's just a regular steel chair that we've all been hit. Well, at least I got hit with in the backyard a little bit, you know. Yeah. But you know, with this the unprotected chair shot. Okay, the guy got hit with an unprotected chair shot. They wanted to do it, whatever. And second of all, how do you know they didn't gimmick? How do you know they didn't have it? Like, how it sounded really cheap.
What
the chair.
Alvarez said, he said they shaved the chair down. He explained that they used almost like a sandpaper type thing to make the chair thinner. That's why it had the scapegoat logo over it, to hide the fact that they thinned the metal down. So it wouldn't be as thick of a heavy hit.
Yeah, so you can
hear it. But it's still a metal folding chair. You hear it crack on his skull. You have Corey Graves say, this is not WWE versus AEW, us versus them. He said, my career ended from accidental headshots. The art of this business is protecting ourselves and each other. He said, trust me, the gaps in memory are not worth it, I promise. God gave me an unprotected chair shot to the head, and I had brain surgery for it. I'm telling you right now, they're not to fucking joke with. Concussions are real. My wife's dealing with one right now, and she's been a miserable bitch. So, you know what? It's a legitimate thing. Quick lesson. Thank you and good night. How do you gimmick a fucking chair?
So I always thought it was a prop thing, because why not just have them created in a factory out of aluminum?
Like a rubber.
No, aluminum. No, not rubber. Aluminum.
I know, but have it be safe. You could literally make a thin rubber chair that would look like a metal chair.
Well, I wouldn't do rubber. Rubber would sound like shit. But I mean, if you did aluminum, like a cookie sheet, I always thought they were cookie sheet. Like they were shit.
You could, make it a thin metal. I mean, that's why they used to smack each other in the head with the cookie sheets, because
or
it made
you
a
burn
good noise, but it wasn't.
You would melt them and burn them, and then you'd paint them black. And now they're really thinned out, and it's like a cookie sheet supposedly. So because but
Alvarez QT, they said they shaved down the chair. That just means they lessened the welcome back.
Why are they
CTE
telling us
AEW.
about that though? Like it's like I would be like, yeah, it's real and it hurts. That makes it even more scary. Like, oh damn, like I'd love it. I don't Corey Graves. I would tell Corey Graves to fuck himself. I'd be like, you know what, bro? Listen, I've had a concussion. We all know. I was 6 months. I was miserable too. I was very grumpy. And
same here. When I got in the car accident, it was awful.
But it's like, I don't. If you listen, then stop working at WWE. I mean, Mankind took how many unprotected chair shots by The Rock?
Yes. And Andre just said, why is no one grilling Shawn Spears over his chair shot to Cody back in AEW? Everybody did. That was the biggest story ever about how awful that was. And they're like, oh, the chair was gimmicked and it didn't work out right. And that's why Cody had that massive fucking gash. And everybody under the sun criticized that. It's been an issue for a while. And I know they want to be the other alternative, but they keep saying how safe they are by proving otherwise.
Maybe
I don't want to see anybody get hurt.
Maybe Jack will go on a killing spree someday, and they'll be like, "Oh, see, it was this." Spaz Phoenix,
Guess
$10.
Who's back? Back again. Spezzy's back. Splurging all over your inbox. Back like that rash you hide from your wife. Back like the DEI hires returning to the fields. Just like KKK Kamala.
KKK Kamala, Spaz Phoenix dropping the $10 Canadian. Oh, Canada. Thank you.
That's just his
Spaz.
Canadian stutter. It's Kamala.
Right. The Canadians, for some reason, every Canadian I run into hates our left wings here, but yet they still have Trudeau running their country. It's very weird. I don't. Oh.
I want to see her covered in a tidal wave of white.
Milk. Chat party. Milky white.
She's Predator the Pecker Pounder.
She's Predator the Pecker Pounder.
The Triple P makes her way down with the iron claw on the cock.
Triple P.
Making a drip. Grip.
Oh my God. Spaz Phoenix, thank you for the Canadian super chats coming in again. Let me see.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He's got funny money, all those loonies. I think that's like 7 cents.
Oh.
Jesus, thanks, Baz.
Oh, my God! Is this Spaz Phoenix new? No, it's huge boner!
Oh, shit.
I want you to jam.
Yes!
Oh, it's in your bunghole. Oh, it's in your bunghole. I want it jammed in my bunghole. Oh, it's in your bunghole.
Audio Jungle.
Fuck AEW. It's like watching Sunday Night Heat with like 15 belts. Most of these dudes are irrelevant and have dog shit mic skills. We need to focus in the real attraction of the weekend, which is Punk versus Drew. It's gonna be a shit show in the best way.
It's a great point, huge boner, and it's a great time to transition to that. Did I knock
Yeah,
my
you
camera
nailed
over?
it the other day, Joe. You really did. And
What?
we'll
What
get
did I
into that
say?
in a minute. But you nailed it with it really feels like, the Bret Hart match all over again. We're going to get that kind of, oh, I meant to hit you, but I hit you. And we're going to get, it's that SummerSlam all over again. What was that, 97?
97, yep.
Yeah. And then 99 is when they had
That
Jesse,
was a hot
right?
summer, man. I'll never forget that Shawn Michaels Taker Bret Hart. If you haven't seen it, guys, you got to watch it. If you haven't seen it, watch the build-up, and then watch Shawn Michaels be the referee for Undertaker Bret Hart, and then watch the Raws after that, and then watch Taker versus Shawn Michaels in Hell in a Cell. That whole thing, and then Kane the debut, and then dude, think of how those stories all run off each other. It was so good, dude. That was so good. Huge boner, thank you so much for $100.
I know, we have top donator of the stream so far. Huge boner, calling out the world and making it known. Thank you, you sexy bastard. That certainly woke me up. And you know what, Joe? Woken warrior. I am, like I said, I'm really excited for SummerSlam. Not only is it your, 11th SummerSlam, right?
13th?
Something like that. We're getting up there in years.
It's either I think
2011 or 2013. When did you start? 2011, 2012? I don't remember.
Well, 2013. So 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 5, 10, 11, 12. 12 years. 12
Look at that. We can do
SummerSlam.
math on the fly.
I have to count with my hands to make sure I'm.
I got it. Yeah. It's a good thing I didn't lose any fingers, or I'd be fucked.
Well, I'm an idiot, so
there's a few toes missing, but I won't get into that.
That's the
Goddamn
diabetes.
homeless people.
It's the diabetes, brother.
Well, out of everything I do have, I'm shocked. My 630-pound ass never got diabetes. I guess because I was fat with all the medicine, I wasn't eating like a fat ass. I guess that kind of helps. Not
That's
consuming
what it is.
everything under the sun. But
you were. It was a different kind of. It was like a different sort of thing.
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
The steroids and shit.
By the way, Celsius, baby. Sorry.
I've been energy drinking it up too. I haven't slept in days.
Oh, that's no good. That sugar is not good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's not good.
Give me that sugar, baby.
Oh,
and
yeah.
the water. You just do it back to back. Slam some energy, slam some water.
Last night it was a battle between Welsh and somebody else.
I saw. They
Ghost.
were really, calling each other out, and they were fighting through the donations. So huge boner already taking claim to the top dog of the stream. I mean, we've got SummerSlam this weekend, and I can't understate or overstate both ways. They have managed to make CM Punk pretty much the main draw without him being able to wrestle. It's August when we're going to have SummerSlam this weekend. He was injured in January. He's not been off TV, at least not for long periods of time. And everything he's done, I genuinely feel like has been a hit so far in WWE. Each promo, the battles, even Monday night, some people weren't crazy about it because the crowd was not too great. But I'm telling you, this is the feud. I hope this is the main event. I likely imagine Roman will return, but I'm not 100%. I am not fully convinced that we're going to get Roman just yet. They could hold on to it. It seems like this is going to happen, but I'm not 100% sold on it. I still think they might save him just a little bit longer.
Right. Yeah.
Like I said, they're trying to get people to tune in on Monday night to watch the Wyatt 6 take on Chad Gable and his new American Alpha with the Creeds. I am very interested with this, and thank God they are not just creatures that can't be defeated. They're just like luchadors. They got a mask, they take it off, they're creepy, but they're not superhuman fucking freaks that don't feel pain. They're just a family that's together and creepy. Awesome. Good. So far I'm enjoying it. They're going to have a match already. It's been developing week after week. It's not this 7-month drag on. I mean, with Bray, when he returned, all this momentum, and then the Uncle Howdy stuff went for months, and we never got anywhere at all. All we got was Howdy jumping off the top of the freaking stupid thing, and he missed LA Knight at the Rumble. with the pitch black match, and that's the send off for Bray. That was his last match in WWE. So, but I mean, they are doing a really good job of paying homage to Wyatt. Dexter Lumis looks insane. I heard you talking about that a bit, and like you said, I didn't even realize that was him. I knew he was in the group, but I was like, holy shit. He has not been on our TV for over a year, since I think it was May or March, one of the M's of 2023 was, I think, even in April. In that span was the last time we saw him on TV. So since then, he's got more tattoos. He's let his hair grow, and he looks like a whole new beast. It really just creep factor intensified. Like you said, the short hair really could have been creepy in its own right, but I think this works better for the group. He fits in more with the aesthetic.
Yeah, he did that long enough with the short hair, but there was something really creepy about it being short.
Oh,
before.
absolutely. And you know what? They had something with him as an idea. The stalker angle, he could have been stalking people on Raw, whoever his infatuation was. Like they could have made something with it, but it just was Vince's goofy shit again, and it collapsed and fell to the wayside. So I don't know. I'm excited so far. I like what they've given us. The story makes sense. They were all abandoned. Sanity broken up. The Way destroyed. You know, the Wyatts, they died. Yeah, everybody lost somebody. They all lost their family, and through loss, they are creating something new. So not only are they trying to pay homage to those they lost, but they're trying to find something in each other. Story's good, not great, but it's good. It's progressing. We're seeing things happen. I'm excited.
Real quickly, a little update on the Shane McMahon thing. Apparently, Bully Ray received a message, he's saying, about what went down real quickly, and it's sort of like a statement from Shane that says, like, we met up to discuss how we love wrestling and about what it's like to work with families in the business or something like that. We had a nice conversation type of thing. And that's it. That's like this little update.
Yeah, they're downplaying it big time.
No, but my point in that is I think that leads me to believe this is part of a rollout of some kind because, okay, picture comes out, then a small, quick little statement comes out. Like, this reminds me of almost like Shane McMahon is the Rock of AEW. This has got to be happening because they're now. Oh, I'm releasing a statement that we were just talking about, this or that. They're building to something, some hint, and maybe that is to help sell tickets.
I think they're going to do little teases, like they did with Punk. They kept saying some of his quotes and things like that on the build up to the Rampage,
but
where he made his return to wrestling. No, he's not. But I'm saying I think they're doing something similar like that. Remember, we kept getting little teases from AEW with like these it was like the worst kept secret. Everybody knew that Punk was going to debut, but they never said it once. I think it's going to be kind of like that in a sense, where they're going to keep throwing out these little teasers and kind of make you think. And I think it's to drive interest and really be a holy shit, there's a McMahon on AEW. The more I see this develop, I really think we're going to go ahead and see, we're going to see Shane in AEW and probably at All In. I really think Tony wants a win. He said he's very upset with WWE for inquiring about his media rights deal. He doesn't know why WWE PR has to inquire about what he's doing with Warner Brothers Discovery. And he feels like they're really encroaching on his Wembley, But we'll see how All In goes. I'm hoping as the build continues, we get a bit more. Because right now, Brian, I'm intrigued in the sense of like the conclusion, but I don't really care about the match. I just want to know, is Brian done or is he going to win and what? I mean, he already said he's not going to wrestle full time anymore. So is this a true retirement, or is it just him? He's going to win and, like you said, maybe go on for a little bit sparingly, or no matter what, he still needs surgery. He's stated it before. I mean, I don't see how he can keep going on and put this off for much longer. They keep saying he's got to fix his neck. He's got cervical issues. He's got numbness, and I don't know.
Oh my God.
But
Jake, oh my God, he's here again.
It's Shane.
Oh my God, Shane is here.
Comes the money.
Oh my God.
Here comes the money, 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 baby. I'm rich, wrestling royalty. Bow down to me. Money, 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 you're lacking in the bank. You in the tank, let me lift all of your bank. Here comes the money. Here comes the money.
Shane McMahon is here at All In, and Wembley Stadium is taking their privates out.
Here I come, I got money and I'm back. Money, money, money. Y'all into ruble for sure. Money, 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 and I'm here to endure. Here comes the money. Here comes the money.
Comes the money.
Here comes the money. Here comes the money. Here comes the money. Here comes the money. Here comes the money.
AEW, give me a call, AEW. You know, we'll get some tracks for you. You know, for Shane McMahon.
That's fire.
That's the one, bro.
That's great. You
Little
know, it's
cha-ching.
just enough of a reference that it fits, but it's new enough that it's catchy.
Yeah. Yeah, a little
Here comes the money.
Couple cha-chings at the beginning, maybe.
Speaking of the money, happy birthday, chat, to Logan McNelly. He said it's his birthday. So happy birthday to Logan.
Happy birthday,
Hope you're
Logan.
having a good one. Thank you celebrating your birthday with us, you sexy bastard. But, you know, I didn't get to finish NXT yet for the Great American Bash. I heard it was okay. I saw you know, cover a little bit.
Yeah, I didn't really watch much of it. I was like, I like the ropes. That's about it.
Yeah, next week though is really it's the second night. That's going to be the bigger edition of it. I feel like so.
Joe, make no mistake, Trudeau can take a vomit bath.
Oh yeah. Well, Trudeau is a nightmare, but I like that other guy you got there, his opposition or whatever.
Yeah,
guy's pretty good. A little too, you know.
Next week we got Pete Dunne taking on Trick Williams. We got the tag champs Axiom and Nathan Frazier taking on MSK. So that's you know, 2/3 of the Rascals.
A Mexican
it's cool
gang?
to see. Not quite, but we got Kaylani Jordan, the NXT Women's North American Champion, taking on Tatum Paxley. That'll be good. And then Ethan, all ego Page, taking on Oro Mensah for the NXT Championship. So certainly going to be a good night on Sci-Fi.
Well, I know we gotta roll with the SummerSlam, right? We gotta get.
I know we do.
Let's do
so
it.
that's exactly what I was getting into.
I know. I figure I speed it up even more. Let's just go rapid
You beat
fire.
me to it. So we got Logan Paul, LA Knight, US Championship.
Logan Paul, LA Knight. You know what? It's time. It's finally time for LA Knight and for Logan Paul. Has been carrying it around. LA Knight, although I think Logan Paul should fucking reign with the thing forever, because I think now I like Logan Paul better, but you got to try to push LA Knight, and he doesn't need it anymore. It's going to be LA Knight.
You're not wrong. I mean, how can they not? I hate saying the word buried. I mean, but he's not destroyed, but if he loses here, it's bad. I mean, we've seen LA Knight get opportunities and suffer defeat, loss after loss after loss. He got the Mania win, but it kind of felt non-incidental. Yep. It was just like, whatever, against AJ. And then it was more focused on AJ afterwards. Even though he lost, now we had AJ versus Cody. And it's like, well, LA Knight won. Why is he not getting it? You know, that kind of thing. So we really haven't seen him get his time. If he doesn't win here, goddamn, I mean, unless they really screw him over and have like some big payoff, like Jake Paul comes in, knocks him out, and they got to bring in Mike Tyson or something. Unless they do something, you know, astronomically crazy, LA Knight's got to win here.
LA Knight, potentially, even though he's been slowed, and I made a prediction the other day that in 2 years nobody will give a fuck about LA Knight at all, and he'll be on some low totem pole on the show if he's even here. Because I think they already, too much time has gone by, and he's been eclipsed by so many things. So many things eclipsed him, and it's not his fault, really. But there is a potential that he could be a more entertaining champion than Cody's been. So that's interesting.
And people are like, oh, he's old. They got to get. He's only 41.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
He's been wrestling for a long time, so it's not like, you know. But yeah, they need to have him win here. I don't think there's any other way around it. Yeah, LA Knight's really got to win unless, like I said, they have something crazy. Then we have Sami Zayn versus Braun Breaker. So if we get the U.S. champ, you know, title changing hands, it's another thing here. Braun Breaker, I would like to see him as the IC champ eventually. But I don't think Sami Zayn is losing here. I think they're going to have, you know, they've kind of had this.
Sammy's already beat him straight up, right? Beat him straight up.
Yes. And like I said, I'm not so sure that we're going to see Braun Breaker, get a victory. I think Sammy's going to hold on to it due to some type of chicanery. There's going to be some type of interference. They've had this kind of ongoing scenario between, multiple people. I can see them having a triple threat maybe at the following PLE, but I think Sami Zayn retains.
So I thought there was going to be interference in their match the last time. In fact, I think I predicted that, like, there will be interference, and then he just beat him.
Yeah.
Straight up beat him, and I was like, what? So now they don't really need
Money in the Bank.
Yeah, they don't really need the interference, but what? Sammy can't just beat the guy again.
Yeah,
so,
that's what I'm saying. So there's got to be something, but I don't
double
think
count out.
Breaker beat him here.
I would go with it's got to be something weird because either Braun is going to beat him or Sammy. So like it doesn't make sense. And if Sammy beats him again, I mean that's 2 clean wins. That's crazy to me. So like you said, they didn't do
Braun
it last
Breaker's
time.
over, but I think the chase still. I think they can do more with this here still. I don't think this is the end yet. So.
Why does he have a title shot after he lost to him the last time? Is this like a...
That's really what hasn't been great about this, sadly. Because they kept saying, he's attacking him from behind, and he was pissed at how he lost, and it was that, again, any given Sunday moment, like, I just beat you quick. It was a clean win, but it was still like a, hey, sudden victory type thing. So he keeps attacking Sammy from behind, but he's over. The crowd barking like crazy. They want to, have a Steiner as an IC champ, it seems like. So
I think he's going to spear Sammy in some crazy area or place, and they'll both be counted out. That's what I think is going to happen. I think like he'll spear him off the stage into a table, and they'll both be counted out of the match, and then they'll do a like last standing man.
Yeah,
match.
Something like that. That seems to make sense. Like he'll destroy Sammy after the match, but not. Maybe they'll do like that where, he takes him out, he's pissed he lost, and then he just wrecks Sammy, and then, now it leads to the, Well,
I think the match will have no conclusion. I think having no conclusion of like, it's a count out. Well, now he's still owed another match, really. And also, there was a count out, so how do we get around another count out happening? So now you do the last man standing or falls count anywhere match or something like that. I don't know about that, but, something like that. Like whatever, lumberjack, something like that where it's like, they have a third match and whatever. And then maybe it's a lumberjack match. And then maybe in the lumberjack match, it's a really good match. And it's, oh my God, rock'em sock'em. It's like the crowd's getting into it. And these guys are getting thrown back in the ring. And then maybe at the end of the match, for no real reason, somebody grabs Sammy's foot as he's going off the rope or when he's being pinned. One of the lumberjacks holds his leg down. And now Braun Breaker wins. And now Sammy's got beef with whoever did this randomly, and there's a story there, but why did you fucking do this to me in this match? What are you doing?
Yeah.
And there's something there, and Braun Breaker's a champion, and that's how you get out of Sammy. So maybe something like that. Anyway, on to the next one.
I could see Sheamus, also maybe gets involved because of the whole thing. I mean, Jarrett in the chat said Braun Breaker will be your champ Saturday. He'll hold it till WrestleMania 41, and then Sheamus will challenge for the IC title that he never had, get him a great send-off. Could be, but maybe Sheamus gets involved here and, like you said, saves Sammy or does something. I could see a triple threat coming out of this somehow too. You know, it could go both ways, but I just don't see Braun walking away with the title yet. I could be wrong, but
okay. Yeah,
I think Sammy's retaining, and then they're going to go into something else. He will be a champ.
Well, I
eventually.
do agree with you that he could retain because if they get counted out, he retains the belt.
Yeah, so. Then we got Bayley taking on Nia Jax. Nia is the queen of the ring, and Bayley cut a great back and forth promo on her, calling her big and oafish. She said, "You're a klutz. You ruined my career in 2017 by injuring me, you fat slob, and you can go fuck yourself." All in those nice little words. So, here's the thing. I know they don't like to do multiple title changes. You're going to see a lot. And I don't know how much more we're going to see change hands. So I think this is one we're going to see Nia Jax win. Nia promised as well her, Tiffy time there, a new Money in the Bank briefcase because Bayley destroyed it. So I don't think that they're going to have, Tiffany go ahead and cash in on Nia yet. but I think that's going to happen eventually. Right now, they're working together, and then eventually everyone's going to want Tiffany to turn, go be face against Nia. She'll cash in on her. I think that's the story that they're aiming at by having Stratton be involved with Nia as her like little protege.
Yeah.
So I think Nia Jax squishes Bayley, sits on her, and
all right.
ends her title reign.
Damn, that would really okay. I'm gonna pick Bayley.
You're gonna all right. You know, I think this is the one that changes hands. I can see Nia getting the belt and being a heel, going for a while, so someone can eventually take it. Survivor Series.
I think you're right.
We'll see.
I think you're more on, but I don't know why. I'm gonna pick. Yeah, I think you're probably right, but I'm gonna.
Shockingly as well, no tag team titles being defended. Not even on the. We have a 3-hour pre-show beginning at 4 Eastern.
That's
why?
Crazy.
I have no idea. Anybody that wants to check it out, good luck. But that sounds like a just mind-numbingly boring adventure. So I'm out of that. I know they're going to have a bunch of guests and stuff, but I'm just shocked they're not doing any other matches. I mean, we only have, 7 matches total? It's going to be a short but concise show. I don't exactly hate this format.
Why don't they do a game show like with the fans?
Yeah, something.
Like do a fun game, like come up with a couple of game show type of things and do them, like spinning a wheel and trivia.
They used to do trivia and they would give away shirts and because one of the Raw I went to in Springfield, they did that, and they used to go ahead and call on people for, like you said, for trivia and stuff. Or they'd look like, oh, who's got the best signs, and then they'd have like a crowd cheer.
I got another funny idea. What if they? What if they? This is a work. Everything I'm about to say is going to be a work. What if they said out of nowhere, the winner of the local wrestling indie whatever is going to get a shot to try out in the ring, and we're going to broadcast that. And they hire somebody who looks like me, or maybe even skinnier than me, and he's a real wrestler, but he's local. But they act like he just got there that day and was trying out with them, and they're like, "You made it through all the other students, the suicide running and everything else, and we think you won that the relay race or whatever. It's stupid. Just make something up." And then they announce that he's got to step in the ring with somebody, right? And some big fucker comes out, and the ring's out in the parking lot and everything. And the guy squashes the shit out of the guy. Really, it looks horrific. The guy looks like a fucking rag doll, and he loses in like a minute or less. But they make it look like a shoot. Like they just beat the shit out of some guy, and the guy wasn't ready, and it looks like a shoot almost. And then have like another wrestler jump in the ring and get in the guy's face like, this fucking kid doesn't know whatever, and then they have a beef, and then they start fighting through the parking lot, and someone gets busted open, and like just random shit like that. And out of nowhere, they cut back to them. They're like, okay, obviously, that was not planned, but it's hard to be a WWE superstar. And then they just move on, and they almost treat it like it's some kind of shoot thing that just happened. And then you can continue that little story with whoever is involved somewhere later on down the line, or maybe even later that night on the pre-show. Be like, after what happened, they're going to have a match right now. Like, actually, whatever.
Develop the story throughout the pre-show. Yeah, you start off early on, and then, like you said, you get something into it rather than just them with talking heads, from random stuff for hours and hours. It's like you already got Michael Cole having to commentate for the whole show, and now you're going to go ahead and have him out there talking. I mean, it's cool because they do it amongst the fans and whatnot. Again, to bring up Spaz, he was at Money in the Bank, and when they did that, they actually had a press conference before the show for the fans out in like the atrium area. And I thought that was a cool idea. It was like a hype up before the show, and it wasn't televised really. It was like this whole thing. Do more of that, it like you said, just get people involved rather than just tell us what we've been watching for months on end. Recapping stuff I get, in quick format, but they're going to drag it out for 3 hours. So not looking forward to that. Then we have, of course, another big bout.
Jake, really quickly, maybe they could bring this guy on the mound to pitch during the pre-show. Watch this. This guy.
Oh my God.
This guy throws up.
It looks like me.
Mid-pitch. And here's
Did
the
he throw
pitch.
a strike? That's what I want to know.
Here's the 2-1 now from Barlow. Look out.
I would have threw up on the ball, then threw it.
What a great form he has, too, on his delivery. And he still landed it perfectly. And meanwhile,
looks like it's spot on, but
great delivery. And then just...
I mean, what a follow-through that he was still able to pitch while projectile vomiting. And then yes, Welsh, I will get to your idea in a minute, but...
Then he kind of stepped in it at the end. He tried to avoid landing in his own puke.
Yeah, that's all right. You know, he's like, shit.
That's nasty.
Yeah. He's like, again? Really? That's what happens when you swallow that much cum before, getting on the mound. But
because it's clear, I can deal with that. But if that had been brown chunks, I'd be dry heaving right now. But because it's clear, I think I can deal with it.
One of these times, I just got to get a glass of milk and just start vomiting on the show. You know?
Right.
That's all it takes. That's all it takes. I drank it a little too quick, and it's like a fire hydrant. It's crazy.
What else we got?
Well, D. Welsh said Charlotte. Is she going to return and take the title from Nia, and then Tiffany cashes in on Charlotte? I mean, that could certainly happen as well, but I don't think Charlotte would get the title from Nia in the same night, obviously, but Charlotte may return. We heard her and Alexa are both on their way back anytime now. Speculation being everyone thought Alexa was going to be involved with the Wyatt 6 stuff, but apparently they have other plans in mind. So we'll see what happens with that as it develops. But I can certainly see Charlotte returning at SummerSlam. They need big names, and she's certainly a big one. The multi-time champion, she's back. Oh my God. And, Charlotte stares down Nia, and I mean, they have history. So I think that wouldn't be the worst idea either, but I still think Nia's going to win, even if she has Tiffany help her cheat. And that's how they beat Bayley. And then you get Bayley and Tiffany to feud while Nia is the champion. And maybe, like you said, Charlotte or somebody comes in down the road. Maybe Survivor Series.
Whoa! Oh my God! What is Huge Boner doing? Huge Boner's topping himself out of nowhere! Oh my God! Wake him up! Wake somebody up! If your neighbor's sleeping, shit on them!
Milo, wake up! There's money.
Yo D. Welsh. I just wanted to drop a bomb to let you know you're a bitch. Kiss my ass and suck my dick, you fucking pussy. Shout out to all my ninjas in the chat.
Wow. Huge boner. And he's shitting on Welsh. Play the fucking song. Play the song right now. Play
Hit that shit, Joe.
Hit it up. Yeah. You hear that, Welsh? God is here! Oh my God.
Kane is so rich, your biggest bitch. He is the king of everything. Bones away. He's got the biggest box.
go. Huge boner dropping another $100 in your face. Welsh.
In your damn face, he said. You
Shitting
what
on
pussy
everybody.
bitch? I
Wow.
mean, he was really just
He's crapping on
coming
everybody.
down hard.
Where's Ghost?
He's calling out everybody now. He just
You want to hear the statement? This is right from Bully Ray. Well, let's finish off SummerSlam, then I'll read it. What else we got?
all right. So Liv Morgan taking on for her revenge tour Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Championship. I think Dom's turning on Rhea and Liv is retaining. I don't think this is over yet. I think that they're going to lead to some type of conclusion, Hell in a Cell, something like that. I think they're going to have some big blow-off feud for the next match. And that's when Rhea will win, but I don't think she's walking out as the new champ. I think Liv's retaining. Some people think that we're going to get Finn Balor, turning on her and, costing Rhea the title in Judgment Day, being no more. I don't know if they're really going to go that way just yet. I think Judgment Day is going to break up soon, but not that soon yet. They still have the Raw tag team titles. There's still some. So if Dominic does turn, that's maybe the catalyst of the breakup. But damn, the huge bombs from huge boners got my head spinning. But I'm thinking Liv Morgan retains. What about you?
I'm going with Liv too. She's on too much of a roll right now that she kind of needs it. Everybody else doesn't. Although Rhea really should have her time back in the limelight again with that belt, I feel like. But I don't know what they're going to do. But
yeah, because I don't think she was going to obviously lose the belt
maybe
until
Rhea
she was injured.
Maybe Rhea is going to win the belt back. It's Rhea versus Liv, right?
Yep.
I'm going to go with Rhea. I think Rhea wins it back because, like you said, she wasn't supposed to lose the belt, and this has been all a bonus for Liv to get what she has. So what if Rhea wins the belt but loses Dom? But I don't want that to happen. I don't want that to happen. I want Dom and Rhea to be together. It works the best to me. I think him leaving Rhea is a bad idea. I think keep them going, but I don't know. Maybe this is their out, though, since he's the heel and she's kind of face.
Yeah, I mean, the only reason I think that we're gonna see him turn is it was very weird the kind of twist suddenly the story took. Seeing him side with Rhea and then Liv crying. I thought, this week they'd be like, oh, I was faking crying because it was not the best acting of tears. I mean, she really looked like a pouting child. But after showing off her ass too, I'm just, I don't know. I don't think Rhea's going to win yet. I really do think Liv will retain here, and they're going to go a little bit more with the story. But I think Dominic's going to turn. It was just really weird for her to start, crying. Dominic doesn't want me. I thought it was real. Like, wasn't her plan all along to get in his head? I don't think she actually fell in love with Dominic. It didn't seem like that was real. It seemed like she was just trying to screw over Rhea. So why would she cry if Dominic doesn't want her? It just, I don't know. It took a weird turn for me. It didn't really make a lot of sense. So Dom, already a big heel, this would make him the ultimate heel. As, Jaskarat said, we're going to go ahead and make that sure. Excuse me, Spectral Citizen. But yeah, it would make him certainly hated even more. And I think they want Rhea and obviously Damian Priest to be faces. I mean, they already are essentially, but Judgment Day heel faction, I think the breakaway will be Damian and Rhea as faces, everybody else as heels, and they'll kind of go their own way per se. But I mean, it feels like Finn had something to do with this all along. We originally saw him and Liv get out of the car. In the background, that started all of this. He took the room key.
So you think Finn and Liv could be together, and they've been fucking with them this whole time, and now it's going to be like eventually Rhea, and Rhea and
Freudian slip. Yeah.
Rhea, no, rhymes with my
Rhea and Leah. Now that's a fight.
Rhea and Leah scissoring. Oh, please let that happen.
No clams.
Dominic and Rhea versus Liv and Balor. Tag team match.
I could see that too. I mean, certainly it is odd how Finn's been in the background this whole time through all of it. So imagine, Dominic gets taken out by Finn and he was going to save Rhea, and then Liv conquers Rhea and they walk out hand in hand, her and Finn. I could see it working. But no matter what, I think the end is Liv Morgan, Women's World Champion. Then we have Damian Priest taking on Gunther. I have gone back and forth on this in my mind over and over, and tomorrow I'll probably change my mind again. Damian Priest has not had this white hot run either with the belt. He cashed in and it was a good moment, but even then he felt third wheel because he cashed in on Drew. But why did Drew get screwed? Because of Punk. It was about Drew and Punk, and Priest just kind of benefited. And since then, he's gotten a bit more momentum as time has gone on. He's had good matches, but he hasn't had, no one's had really this stellar title run. Cody hasn't, Priest hasn't. Liv, it's working for her now, but it's not like she's fought a bunch of people and she won the title. That's been it. I guess you could say Bayley maybe is one of the more over champs, but even her run is not felt fantastic either. So anybody with the best run of the belt right now, I think, would be Logan Paul with the U.S. title, really, or maybe Sammy with the IC. But everybody
Logan
else,
would be a better champion than Priest. Priest kind of sucks, but he's still going to retain, I think.
Priest is getting better, and it's kind of been like a weird moment for him, like I said, because he's been coming off more as the face. I don't want your help. I want to face people on my own. I'm going to give Seth another shot. Fuck it. I don't care that you said, and I think that's the swerve. I think they told everybody after Gunther, I'll give you a chance at the title. That's not going to happen. Gunther's winning this.
Right.
I can't see them not having him win here. For as dominant as he's been, he only lost to Sammy at Mania after 666 days as IC champ, as he truly brought prestige back to that title.
But
and made it relevant again. So.
What if Liv and Balor screw everybody, kind of like Finn Balor screws Priest, so he loses. He's with Liv, and they've screwed over Rhea and Dom, and so Liv and Finn are this like power group now, and so there's no more real Judgment Day, kind of.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm just trying to think of ways out of the Judgment Day, and then
because it seems like that's the end goal is the breakup, of course, but again. That's why I think Gunther wins, because there's more of a tale with Damian Priest losing Judgment.
$9 for a fuck. Someone donated 9. I'm getting hard. I got 9 inches inside of your wife. $9. I'm shooting my semen to the ceiling. I'm coming and my balls have turned blue. $9. Suck my dick.
Nine donated 9. Thank you, 9. And yeah, I mean, I'm not the only one to say that. Obviously, Cody, a few others have said he could win in Germany for the battle in Berlin. Gunther could, but I think he's going to go ahead and walk into Berlin as champion. I mean, I find it odd that they would have. I mean, they could want to do the big win in his home country, but they really haven't been much about that. I mean, we've seen so many people not get the win there. I think he's just going ahead and he's going to win and walk in there as champ.
Thank you, 9, for the donation. That was a bizarre name. I like 9.
9.
I get what he's doing.
Damian Priest is going to lose, and the story is not so much going to be he lost to Gunther, but that Judgment Day is dismantling and falling apart, I think. And then him and, like you said, Balor could feud, and we could get the whole fallout of Judgment Day. But yeah, Damian Priest, I agree with Andre. He's got an aura, but charisma's lacking. And there's I don't know. It's just he's not lighting it up for me. But Gunther, I can see him being a very, very dominant champion, and there are a lot of matches that we could get from him. I mean, think about CM Punk and Gunther going for the title.
Right. Oh, and we're going to get into that.
That's our main event.
That's our main event.
But I think Gunther wins. I think that's what happens.
I think he should win, but I have a bad feeling that Priest is going to keep it. So, but I do agree with you that. So I am. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna have to pick. I'm gonna have to pick Gunther just because I'm worried though that Priest is just going to retain it, and that's so stupid. But yeah, I'll pick Gunther because what the fuck?
I can't see them beating him. And I mean, there's what are you going to do? Have Priest win as a heel, like through a chair shot? No. So I don't see how Gunther loses clean here, and I'm not sure really what chicanery they can add to this match. I mean, Priest made it pretty apparent he doesn't want anybody's help. He's doing this on his own. Finn was supposed to, rough him up a bit before, but he lost. And what do we get now? So I really think Gunther wins. And yeah, it was Allison being naughty.
Allison. So. Oh my God, Allison's getting naughty like like this guy. What is happening? What now? What Olympic game is this? Find the nuts?
No, it's tuck and rub.
Tuck and rub. Oh, interracial jerk session. What is it? I love it. I can't.
What's the what is it? Curling, right? Is that what it is? Where they have the brooms down the ice?
Yeah.
Where they go ahead and they're just So instead of brooms, they're just going to start jacking off two guys on the end of each side, and you got to see which one gets their side to come first.
I can't believe this is real. Like, what is going on?
This is like a skit you would see on Mad TV. Not real life. Like, oh, I've got a cramp, like you said, from the Sandlot. Oh God, right there. Yeah,
it's there. Something's wrong.
Oh, he's drowning. Yeah.
Something's wrong right there. I don't feel anything. No, keep digging in there. You'll see. Oh, dude.
I can't. This Olympics has just been, my God. Between Snoop Dogg being high as hell, commentating everything, and it's like, they're trying stuff, but
the basketball,
Saturday night, it's gonna be wild.
The basketball play is a Mormon. How many matches we got left? What else we got, Jake?
2 to go. So here's my thought. Cody Rhodes, Solo Sikoa, WWE Championship. Rikishi has been bitching up a storm recently about how Jey Uso is just not living up to what his potential could be because of the booking. And he's just complaining that, and I don't think he's entirely wrong. I mean, the main event Jey has lost a lot of main events, and he's been floundering for a while, but he's still a draw. He's still interested. And your other son is wrestling Cody for the title.
Yeah. And don't call him main event Jey. Oh my God. Billy Madison.
$9 for a fuck. Someone donated 9. I'm getting hard. I got 9 inches inside of your wife. $9. I'm shooting my semen to the ceiling. I'm coming and my balls have turned blue. $9. Suck my dick.
Whoa, Ms. Lippy. The part of the story I don't like is that he gave up looking for happy after an hour. That kid's got a pet. That's a responsibility. He didn't put up posters or nothing, he just gave up. You go out there and you find that fuck.
Thank you, Billy Madison.
Shampoo is better. Conditioner is better.
Hey, if they're gonna, we're talking about Happy Gilmore too. Why not do Billy Madison too? All right.
Yeah.
He goes to college, and he gets a girl knocked up, and then drops out anyway.
Out of all the shit Adam Sandler's done, I'm shocked that they never forced him into a sequel or even like like you said, Billy Madison 2 and Happy Madison 3. I really could have seen those being, a franchise per se. Thankfully, they didn't run it into the ground because those are classics. But I will say this: out of all his recent movies, I forget the one with Jennifer Aniston. I think it's Just Go With It.
Yeah,
and it was where they lie and have to pretend to be a couple and all that usual shit. It wasn't great or anything, but Nick Swardson in that movie fucking kills me.
My God, yeah.
Oh, he's just he's got one of my favorite stand-up bits ever. But Nick Swardson, always a crazy bastard. So yeah, Cody Solo. If this is the main event, Roman is returning. If it's not the main event, maybe we get Brock.
Wow.
Yeah.
What the
I
hell?
don't know. I'm not the only one to say that either. It is not an original idea, but it's certainly one that I can see leading some credence to because, again, do they just beat Solo clean? Or do they beat Cody and then have him chase for the title and make Solo a champion now? I mean, Solo certainly has all the backup in the world. He's got the werewolf and the 2 Tamas and goddamn, I mean, he's got an elite stable of men that will certainly defend him. Cody's got a lot to go ahead and overcome. And I know he's Mr. Adversity. He takes on all the odds. So maybe we get Owens and Orton trying to help him, and then they get killed, and then Roman comes out and saves the day. But does he help Cody, or does he just attack Solo? Like, we don't know. I'd like to see Roman come back. I am shocked to say I miss him, but I do. He is a goddamn draw, and I am curious to see how he will be now as a face. I cannot see him coming back, obviously, as a heel. The crowd wants him in the worst way. We want Roman chants. I mean, people, he changed everybody's perception of him when he became a heel and proved, hey, look, this is what we saw in you for all that time. Let's see you go with it. And I mean, 3 years we had him as champ on top, and he delivered. I mean, he wasn't there all the time, and that kind of elevated his, title defense matches, and he took on everybody and anybody. And I mean, Logan Paul, LA Knight, Orton.
Here's the thing too. I mean, he's going to be the only person that can come to challenge the bloodline thing, first of all. But second of all, this will also set up the ability for either The Rock to try to take Cody's belt at WrestleMania, or it sets up what's probably the more likely thing, that The Rock faces Roman at WrestleMania, and now Roman's a face. And that sort of thing. So this is all setting that up. I'm fine with it. I don't think Cody's losing at all, obviously. I think Cody's keeping the belt because he's going to keep it to WrestleMania. But I didn't think that before.
Cody losing.
Yeah, I thought before he might lose at SummerSlam and then whatever. But yeah, now it's Cody's going to Mania with that belt, probably.
Yeah. I mean, the numbers game, and they beat Cody down, and oh my God, shocking. Think about it. Cody Rhodes loses to Solo clean, or, the numbers game. Oh God, they hit him with a chair, and Cody loses. Could you imagine Cody sitting there in a pool of blood, and then he has to go out and find a team to take on, the 4 of them kind of idea. You got Orton, you got Owens, and then Roman Reigns. So, I mean, there's a million ways this can be booked. We got Survivor Series coming up. That could always be, they like to do their war games then. We can have that, bloodline civil war again. We haven't seen Jimmy Uso in a long time. Does he come back and play into any of this? I mean, there are a lot of what ifs, and that's what I'm enjoying now.
I think Jimmy could almost come back with Roman.
Exactly. I mean, like they there's a lot they can do with this.
Well, maybe Jimmy comes back first, and they're beating them up now, and now it's 2-on-4 or whatever it is. Yeah. And then Roman comes out after. So like you got, that makes more probably on a SmackDown, probably on the SmackDown after SummerSlam.
I think part of my favorite thing right now is that not only has everything been enjoyable, but nothing feels like a foregone conclusion. Nothing is set in stone. I am not positive on any of the matches. I am literally hemming and hawing over this one here, and I missed that. That was one of my I mean the Crash TV angles of the Attitude Era, obviously it's detrimental to do that week after week, but that was one of the things that I missed of not knowing and not always being like, oh, the Rock is definitely going to win, or Stone Cold is definitely going to win. There was that, and the title changed hands often, and we saw, no, I don't want a hot potato title for everything. But, I mean, you see, really, I mean, everybody has these long extended reigns now, and I miss the days of where we used to see like, oh God, you don't need to hot potato it every time, but really on Raw to get a title change, oh my God, we don't have that. I know they always build towards the pay-per-views, and always, but I miss the unknown. So having all of these matches be is exciting. I have a reason to want to tune in because I don't know what's going to happen, and it's exciting.
Let's get to the big match. Let's get to the big boy,
This is it. CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins, special guest referee, him in that blouse. I'm telling you, but Joe, I don't know.
Really?
I don't know. And here's the best part. I don't care who wins because it's going to keep going. This has been such a good feud without them even laying hands on each other yet, except for the small injury at the Rumble that took him out. They made this feel must see. It feels important. It feels crucial.
Take note, AEW. Take note, not a fucking flippy flop, not even a slam.
Not one. Not, they didn't have to send Bowens through 4 tables. They didn't have to hit anybody with an unprotected chair shot. And that's the thing. They have an MJF. They have people that can do these type of things. They could have had MJF and Daniel Bryan really built into each other. And that's his heel face. Oh, the retirement. What happens? And instead, we get this face versus face blasé, and most of it feels very predictable. Sadly, Ospreay is going to beat MJF, and it's with this.
Oh man, this is the best rivalry in a long time.
This has been really, really good. And I mean, we shouldn't say they didn't put hands on each other. There was one point where Drew laid waste to him, and I mean, they have hit each other. But what I'm saying is there hasn't been any big explosive, like, oh my God, they went through tables or they went through. It's all been, Drew carrying Punk into SmackDown, laying down his dead body and stealing the bracelet. Punk says, "I have heart. What do you have?" And he holds up the bracelet and says, "Take it from me. Take it from me." That was fucking badass. I missed that.
What's the bracelet from? A cancer kid?
No, it's his wife and dog's name is on it, and it's the 2 people that mean the most to him in this world, Larry and AJ. And it says both their names on there. It's a gift from his wife, obviously, and he keeps it, as a keepsake. It's
Stop flirting with all the female talent, then, Punk.
And but it's like he took his wedding ring. It's like that's what they're going for here. And it's what do you got? I got this. What do you have? And I mean, they sold it. They have made me care. The build up for this has been great. I don't know who wins. I have no clue. If I'm gun to my head, I'm gonna say Drew wins. Seth screws Punk. There we go. But there's so many. Seth, does he go to hit Drew and then takes out Punk and it's an accident, but no love lost because I don't like you anyways? Does he,
I don't want them to copy the Shawn Michaels thing. That's my worry because we already know it looks like that, so don't do that.
Yeah, no, but I also, there was one time where Cena was a special guest ref, and I think it was Wade Barrett and Punk or somebody else. And he goes over and he fucking slaps one and smacks the other one, and he's like, you can't touch me because I'm the ref. I hope we get some of that kind of character from Seth and him kind of playing fast and loose with the rules. I hope it seems like he's really going to have an effect on this, and I'm sure they have something big planned.
He could be taken out. He could be taken out, and another referee could come down and maybe not though.
But and then Seth pulls the ref out and counts himself. I mean, there are so many ways. I mean, him and Drew have that kind of animosity yet respect for each other. But he hates Punk. But does he hate Punk enough to screw him? We don't know. And
I think he goes for a Claymore, and Punk sidesteps it, and he Claymores Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins rolls out of the ring onto the outside because he's hurt. Another referee comes down, and then eventually, right after that, Drew then does Claymore Punk and goes to cover him, and the referee gets down a count, and then Seth gets up and pulls the referee out. And it's like, what the fuck? And he gets back in the ring, and they're arguing. And that's
because now when he starts the count, it's not enough time, or you already got the kick out, like you said, and
then Punk hits
them fight.
Yeah, Punk hits him with the GTS, And so it's more like that. I mean, as opposed to like
spins him around, and then look at that, Seth gets in the. I mean, there's like you said, there's just so many possibilities, and I mean, with the Miz being host, anything's possible. You know, I am genuinely though very excited for this match. This
the Miz
is what
turns
we've been
trans.
building for.
The Miz comes out as trans at SummerSlam. That'd be great.
It's Miss, not Miz.
Yeah,
It's
you
Miz.
can now call me Miss. The
No,
Miss.
We'll call him Miz still, just MS.
The Miss. Oh,
The Miss, yeah, Miz.
The Miss.
Miz, like Ms. Cronin. We got Miz. Just Miz, MS, Miz.
Well, I know we
Like
got to.
Mrs.
We have gone way beyond the time. I meant
Far
to go.
long for us doing 45 minutes, but you know I love you, you sexy bastard. We're gonna have a good time Saturday. I know you'll be live for the review.
It'll be SummerSlam.
and-
We're not. It'll be a big SummerSlam review party with
Yeah,
us.
I'm going to try and do a watch along. We'll see what happens, you know, but it's going to be a fun time for sure.
Mhm.
We're going to have a party Saturday night, monetize SummerSlam,
it's really
whatever
just
you
gonna
want to
be-
call it.
It's just going to be a SummerSlam show. You know, we'll be
Yeah.
doing all. It'll be SummerSlam all night basically.
all night party, but we're going to have a good time. We're going to celebrate, and we're going to have some goddamn fun with everybody. I am really excited for this, and I'm excited to celebrate the JCS anniversary as well, my friend.
All right, baby. Thanks for being here. Surprised we were able to do this tonight, so it's pretty cool.
Absolutely. And
we'll see if-
Joe and I, when we can do shows out of nowhere, we will. And we're going to do something on Patreon. If we can't do every Wednesday and Joe's got too much to make it work, then him and I will pop in somewhere to make something happen. But don't worry, we'll make it work in the future.
Yep, something will happen. And right now it looks all right, but we'll see. Good night, baby. Thanks for being here. What a fucking lucky streak to have you here tonight. I'm surprised I was able to get you.
Fuck yeah, baby.
Keep it
Hey,
hard.
everybody stay sexy. I love you all. See you Saturday for SummerSlam.
Thank you, Jake. At Countdown ended on. Whoa.
And huge boner. Thank you again, everybody that
$9
chimed in tonight.
for a fuck. Someone donated $9. I'm getting hard. I got 9 inches inside of your wife.
Huge boner still going at it. Huge boner.
Shooting my semen to the ceiling. I'm coming, and my balls have turned blue. $9. Suck my dick.
I think the end game is probably triple threat Seth Punk Drew. Good how brothers.
Triple threat. Yeah, probably. That probably should be the end game. I mean, because and then that's different too than Shawn Michaels and Undertaker and Bret Hart. The Shawn Michaels, Undertaker, and Bret Hart thing was so weird how that happened, and then they broke off into their own feuds. So that would be really cool because that's different. If they were to like then turn it into this triple threat, and that would make sense at Bad Blood. I'm announcing that at Bad Blood, a triple threat between you three. You guys are settling it for once and for all. That is exactly what we want. That's exactly what we need, guys. That's what we want. By the way, guys, click that like button. I'm going to hang out with you for another couple of minutes like usual. And I'll read some of the chat and go over some of those sort of things. And I'll see what's up in the chat. So, guys, click the like button, hang out. Let me know in the chat what you think. You want to dono, you can do that, too, if you want. Thank you to Huge Boner. Man, Huge Boner is carrying the show tonight as far as donations goes. And Huge Boner is actually eclipsed. I don't know why his name here is Biff Tannen. Apparently he donated his Biff Tannen earlier. But I believe Huge Boner is Biff Tannen. He is now we're actually into August at this point, and he is the top donator of August so far. Look at that, beating out Gerald Armstrong, Will Ospreay, Come On Jake, what the hell, and 9, who is actually Allison, Luis Urdaneta, and Biff Tannen, who I think is Huge Boner, is in first place. Look at that. Brand new month, brand new scoreboard up there for the donators. Shout out to you guys. Huge Boner is carrying the donations tonight, guys. If you want to get a dono in, it's pinned to the top of the chat right now. Drop it there if you want to support the channel. I haven't heard the gritty one in a long time. Super chats are also available. Mickey K9 says, I think putting Seth in this match makes the story less serious. I understand what you're saying, and I definitely think the outfits and shit are what's really adding to that. Like the goofy-ass outfits and stuff like that. It's like that is kind of ruining it a bit. there is a part of me that has thought that, and I'm like, dude, this was such a cool, serious thing, and Seth is just such a pricky. But, like, even the Shawn Michaels was kind of like that a little bit. But, you know, I do agree that there is something to say about there being, but I don't think it matters. I think these three can have a beef. These three can have a triple threat, and they can solve it. And still CM Punk and Drew could still fight for another year. You know what I mean? Like, they could get Seth out of the way, and Drew and CM Punk could still do this for another year. Like, that's the momentum they have and the chemistry that they've had. They could just keep going with this. Whether Seth comes and goes, someone else came into the mix, nobody else came into the mix, whatever. They've got that type of electricity going on right now that I don't think anything can really get in the way of it. But I do understand your point, because I thought the same thing a little bit myself a little bit back, man. Shout out to Biff Raiden, King Hueco Mundo. Love you to Jake DeMarco. I cannot believe he made it here tonight after not knowing we were going to do any show tonight. So that was really cool. And his wife is in the hospital. Like, someone rear-ended her the other day. So he's dealing with that. That's fucking crazy. Trust me, bro. This guy's life is weird. Also, the quote this is the quote. I meant to read this when Jake was on the show still. So I fucked up this. But Tony Khan and I were connected through a mutual friend. We had a great meeting. We talked about many things, but mostly about our shared love for the business and the rewards and challenges of working with family. I congratulated him on the 5-year anniversary of AEW and look forward to how he evolves the business moving forward. There's the statement. First thing is Tony Khan and I were connected through a mutual friend. That's got to be Sasha Banks, Mercedes Moné, in relation to them meeting up at the airport, which Jake referenced a few minutes ago when we were talking about it on the show. So, yeah, pretty fucking crazy how things happen. So is it just an innocent meeting where Tony wanted to meet him and talk to him and maybe pick his brain and have a little meeting, that sort of thing? Or and maybe this is Shane saying, hey, fuck you guys, just a little F you from Shane. And maybe Shane wouldn't sign with AEW or wouldn't go to AEW. But this was just a little way to make some press and kind of be like, yeah, I might do it, bitches. To, like, stab his sister and shit like that. But also, maybe, like we said, that this is actually just the first of the rollout and build-up of Shane McMahon showing up in AEW. And so that is where I'm at with this, because I think if it was nothing, it would be nothing. This ain't nothing.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my God, Shane's here. Oh my God, Shane. He's here. Shane McMahon is here, guys. Oh my God.
Bow down to me. Money, 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 y'all lacking in the bank. You in the tank, let me
Shane
lift all of your back. Here comes the money. Here comes the money. Money buys talent, and talent is wealth. Here I come, better get ready, cause I don't need no help. I got money, money, stacks on stacks. Here I come, I got money and I'm back. Money, 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 y'all into ruble for sure. Money, 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 and I'm here to endure. Here comes the money. Here comes the money. Here comes the money.
Money, money, McMahon. Money, 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 McMahon. Money, 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 McMahon.
Here comes the money. Here comes the money.
It's Shane
Here comes the
McMahon.
money. Here comes the money. The money's here. Here comes the money. Money, money, baby. I'm rich, wrestling royalty. Bow down to me. Money, money, money. Y'all lacking in the bank. You in the tank. Let me lift on up your bank. Yeah, give me the tank. Let me lift on up your bank.
I mean, I think we've got something with that Shane McMahon entrance, you know. So maybe that will happen. I don't know. Huge boner, Billy Madison, Allison Tuckwab, Spaz Phoenix, who was beasting all night, Spaz Phoenix on the Superchats, Luis Urdaneta, Botch Club. Make sure you guys follow Botch Club on Instagram. And also, thanks to Will Ospreay, Come On Jake. That's a weird one, but I like it. Haystacks Monet also gifted a membership earlier tonight. Thanks to him. Gerald Armstrong as well. And Biff Tannen, we all love him. And There you go. Let's see what else we got. News reporter April O'Neil in the chat says, Splinter gets me wet. Now, that's a fantasy movie I've always wanted to watch. Let me be 100% honest, man. April, you make me feel so good, April. Oh, Splinter. Like, I want to see that. Whatever you're doing there with what you just said, please make that a fantasy reality. I want to live in that world. Like, 100%. I want to be involved in that. I know it's sick. Some people may see it. Some people may say that's sick. But I want to be in that world. I want to live it. And I want to ride it all night long. All night long, baby. Michael T, what's up? Thank you, Michael T. Really appreciate it, man. And, yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of weird stuff at the Olympics, but nothing weirder than the weird jerk-off. Like, what the hell is going on in this video? Like, we may never fully understand. Like, what kind of groin injury is this? I think he tricked her into finishing him off. You know, I don't think she realizes what just happened. I think she was tricked into finishing him off. I'm just being honest. That's the oldest trick in the book. I mean, that is right out of the Sandlot. Wendy Peppercorn, I need a kiss. And now that's like, oh my God, I got a cramp and there's something. Oh, there it is. I'll just keep doing that. Yeah, I think that's working. Oh. Like, I mean, come on, bro. That is weird. Like, no one's ever seen this before. Does any trainer know what this is? Does any trainer ever do this to somebody? Come on, man. What's happening here? What kind of Epstein's Island shit is this? Oh my God, what the hell? Oh, we got a super chat from Allison Tuckwab.
You can scissor me.
Commercial.
That's cool if Shane joined it to help Tony get some weight off his shoulders, and is Tony airtime going off on TV for Shane trying to help him keep on the air?
Yeah, I mean, I would probably think that Shane McMahon could be such an asset, because not only does probably Shane McMahon have, well, how much money does Shane have? Probably a lot of money, right? Because he sold shares in the WWE and things like that. Allison Tuckwab, thank you so much for the $9 super chat. If you really appreciate it. Allison, you're the best. Shane McMahon is worth $200 million. $200 million. And honestly, Shane should have a lot more money, but he wasn't given it. Shane owned around 2.5 million equity shares of WWE stock. I would assume, too, that, like, I don't know if it would be a conflict of interest. Would it be if Shane had all these shares in WWE? 40 million and as much as 225 million. So, that's crazy. And that's just that, but Shane should really, probably have even more than that. But, Shane's got a couple $100 million. Man, I wish I was Shane McMahon. If I could go back in time and be anybody, if I could be anybody, I'd want to be Shane. Or I'd want to live a life like Shane. Like, you get all these kids, wife, you get to be a performer in wrestling. You get to know the ins and outs of it. You're rich as shit. You can just do anything you want. You know what I mean? You don't have any care of nothing. You crashed in a helicopter once and almost died, but you lived. Shane has got it going on, man. Just give me that guy's time. Give me that life. It'd be amazing. Anyway, I did tweet out that video, so if you said you couldn't find it, I've tweeted that out, so it's on my Twitter. My Twitter is at MetaWorldOnline. So at MetaWorldOnline. So check that out. Jake sent me something. What did you send me? What is this? You sent me, Jake. My brain is too mush right now to figure that out. Attendance records? Well, maybe the attendance. Yeah, AEW's attendance is shit compared to WWE at this point. Wembley's going to help them, but it's only going to be that. And who knows how well that will do. Let's watch my... again, WWE uploaded CM Punk and a tag team partner, an unreleased video of them versus the LOD. And we just got to watch one more time. We got to watch Hawk just ramrod the steel post because it's amazing. Watch this.
And now Hawk whips Punk again. Here comes Hawk. Here he goes. Oh, my goodness.
How was it?
And drops the elbow. Joe Cronin at ringside here. A tag is
Watch
made
this.
to Hawk. Animal whips Punk. Whips Hawk. Clothesline. Vintage Legion of Doom. And now Hawk whips Punk again. Here comes Hawk. Here he goes. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Oh, what a mistake by... The first mistake by Legion of Doom by Hawk and oh.
That cracked me up so much, dude. Just Hawk fucking torpedoed that post.
Behind the referee's back. Doug Delicious just taking liberties with Hawk. He might have separated.
Doug Delicious don't know where he is. He's cheating, so he throws back Hawk in the ring. But for some reason, Doug Delicious also gets in the ring with him. But Doug Delicious should have thrown him in the ring and then climbed up on the side of the apron like he didn't do anything. But for some reason, Doug Delicious throws him in the ring and then gets in the ring himself. And the referee's like, "Get to your corner." And he's like, "Oh yeah." It's just like, so I don't know what Doug Delicious was thinking here, but
Doug Delicious just taking liberties with Hawk. He might have separated his shoulder.
see, like, what was he doing? He should have just stayed on the outside. But I don't know, I just thought that was funny too. There's a lot of random little things in this sort of dark match, you know.
Again. Oh!
Watch this.
They're calling for it. CM Punk's been clotheslined out of the ring. Doug Delicious. Doomsday device.
And then Hawk thinks he's the legal man. I like how this was a tryout for everybody, and like there was a lot of little missteps, but yeah. Look at Hawk thinks he's the legal guy.
1, 2.
That was a great video. Go watch it on WWE's YouTube. It's great. It doesn't have any commentary, but it's great.
Doug Delicious. Doomsday device.
Oh, it's great. What a shot.
1, 2, 3, and that's it.
The LOD's back.
What a return for the Legion of Doom.
The Legion of Doom.
I had the honor several times of calling a couple of Animals matches here locally. I loved Animal. Was fun, man. He was a fun dude. He was great whenever he came by here. And then of course he once shouted out Tommy NC 2010 channel, which was also very memorable for him as well. Yeah, Doug Delicious, a little bit weird. A little bit weird. Yeah, Allison, it feels like, hey, man, I'll get my sister. I'll take her out. Oh, shit. Why I got another dono coming in?
$9 for a fox. Someone donated 9. I'm getting hard. I got 9 inches inside of your wife.
Oh, man.
$9.
It's,
Shooting
my God, it's
machine
Biff
into the
Tannen.
ceiling. I'm coming,
It's
and my
Biff
balls
Tannen.
have turned blue. $9. Suck my dick.
Huge boner is now Biff. Sometimes we gotta switch characters.
Oh, okay, all right. Okay. That's right. Huge boner is now Biff Tannen. McFly! Thought I told you never to come in here again. Well, you know, Biff, here's the thing, Biff. Well, wait a minute. If the DeLorean was hanging out in 1885 or whatever, so that future Marty and Doc could dig it up so they could go back to the 1800s to rescue Doc, but then in Back to the Future Part 3, they pull the DeLorean out of that, and then they use it to take it back to the future at the end of the movie. Now the DeLorean's not in the caves anymore, so they wouldn't find it, so none of this would happen, and we've created a paradox. So Back to the Future 1, 2, and 3 don't make any fucking sense anymore. Great Scott! Holy shit. That whole movie's ruined for me. Why did I just think of that? Okay, we Robert Zemeckis, are you listening? Robert Zemeckis, are you listening? We actually need to make Back to the Future 4. We need to make Back to the Future 4. Robert Zemeckis, there's no other way to get around this. We have to make Back to the Future 4. Back to the Future 4 has to be that Marty and Doc start disappearing. Or I don't even know. I don't know how we do it. Because that would be like an instant paradox. Or maybe Back to the Future 4 starts with Doc and Marty talking. And Doc says to Marty, Marty, I've been Back to the Future several times, like, and you weren't there for it, that sort of thing. Like Marty's like, well, wait a minute, Doc, you destroyed the DeLorean, It's like, yeah, I destroyed the DeLorean to you, but there's still a DeLorean and he goes, I had to go back and replace the DeLorean inside of the fucking mountain, whatever, so we could find it. There would have been a paradox, That's why there was never a paradox. I don't know, but it'd be so goofy to do that, right? But I mean, you've got to fix this shit. You've got to fix this. Or how about just everything ends and everybody's dead and that's it. I don't know. Can't wait for Alien Romulus. It looks pretty good. I hope it's good. Looks pretty good. Doesn't it? I hope it's good. I really do hope it's good. I hope it's good. I don't know what movies I'm going to get to see, but I'll watch your reviews of them and you tell me if they're good. And then I'll watch them when they come out on like a streaming app or something. Back to the Future 4 starring Pharrell Williams as Marty McFly. I part of me is very happy they'll never make Back to the Futures because Zemeckis and them said no way you'll ever be able to do it as long as they're alive type of thing. I could see the movie studio killing them so they could just do a woke Back to the Future. It will be definitely a non-white woman going Back to the Future, and she'll have like a stupid boyfriend who's like an idiot. And then instead of the Doc, it will be like a science teacher who's also a female. And instead of a DeLorean, well, maybe it will still be a DeLorean because you need the DeLorean. It's like the Ghostbusters logo. So that would be, and that's why, and this is before, Robert Zemeckis and them said this stuff way before all the woke stuff started happening. So they were saying this years ago anyway, like absolutely no. So now it's like an absolutely no. But I almost wish they would do one. That way that it won't be crappy, like they can still take charge of it. Do you know what I mean? But I've got plenty of ideas. So, and I'm ready to run with my ideas. All right, I think we're going to wrap it up. Thank you guys for being here, man. Thanks to everybody. We should probably get off the air. Hit that like button if you can. I know you can, so hit the like button. Why wouldn't you do it? Unless you hate me or something. Like, you know, you're like, you know what? Fuck Joe. I hope he feels bad. You know? No, make me feel good. Hit the like button. Made me feel good like huge boner Biff Tannen did when he donated $100 twice tonight. And Spaz Phoenix made it rain down on us to Super Chats. That's what you want to do. And you can click the like button and do that. And sex us up a bit. You can do it. Black to the future. Yeah, that could be good. That's what it looked like when Always Nerdy took on the Monetize This champion, Jay Menace. When will he defend that belt ever? Whenever will Jay Menace ever defend the Monetize This championship? Or is he the last ever Monetize This champion? I don't know. We don't know these answers right now. We don't know it. But what we do know is this picture of me is hilarious. We do know that's funny. Oh, what the hell? Oh, I guess we're not done yet. We're not done yet.
$9 for a fuck.
Oh, it's Biff Tannen.
I'm getting hard. I got 9 inches inside of your wife. $9. I'm shooting my semen to the ceiling. I'm coming and my balls have turned blue.
I'm gonna drink some more Celsius. I'm gonna drink some more.
Did you see the AI shit they did with Eminem? They can do this shit with Back to the Future easily.
You're probably right, Biff Tannen. Wait, what did they do with Eminem? What did they do with Eminem? Thank you, Biff Tannen, so much, man. Biff Tannen. Especially not some duded up, egg-sucking gutter trash. What's that riding on them shoes there, Nikkei? I didn't know the circus was in town. Back to the Future 3 is great, though. Come on. I love the Doc's enthusiasm for Jules Verne. Biff Tannen, thank you for the $9 again, man. Biff Tannen is going off. We're dropping 9s like crazy. Eminem AI. Let me see. Like a video of him? Oh, because in the new... You mean in the new music video where he made himself look older or whatever? Is that what you're talking about? I think that's what you're talking about. All you gotta do is get a lookalike to stand next to him and then do the AI face. Right? I mean, that's... Or I guess you just do him as the lookalike. You just have him stand next to... Shoot him next to him and then redo the thing. I don't know. I'm guessing. What else could you do? There's like tons of Eminem AI songs now and stuff. Let me give you a little hint, a little glimpse into the future, everybody. Pretty soon, this is going to be the future. Like, and I know we're almost there now, but I mean, pretty soon it's going to be like this. Guys, think of this. You're going to be able to go into an app, an AI world, a creation of AI world, right? You're going to be able to type in a story. I mean, you can have AI do it if you want, but say you want to make the story yourself. You're going to be able to write in the characters' names, the descriptions of what they look like, and you're going to be able to create what they look like, and then you're going to be able to go in and write a story. Say you want to write a Star Trek story. You love Star Trek, and you write a Star Trek story. And you're going to be able to describe the bridge, the Enterprise or whatever, and the characters, and then you're going to be able to punch a button, and it's going to literally make a movie. and you're going to be like, make a movie out of my story, and then you're going to be able to just, in like 20 minutes, it's going to render all the stuff and whatever, and you're going to be able to literally watch the movie back. And then you're going to be allowed, probably some way these companies will license things and license people. It's the same way you can license like Nicolas Cage's voice right now and stuff like that. And I don't know whether you're going to be able to only do this for fun or if you'll be able to do a lot of it for profit. And it's like, dude, it's going to devalue movies. It's going to devalue TV shows because you're essentially going to be able to create anything, and it will get better and better and better and better and better. And it's like, yeah, they can still have movies and still have real TV shows and stuff like that, but there's a high chance, just like YouTube personalities, you know, we still have radio, we still have real TV shows, but there's a huge audience of people watching YouTubers and YouTube and all that stuff. And there's going to be this just huge creation boom where it devalues a lot of creativity, but also increases creativity. So just like anybody can be a YouTuber now, anybody can be a radio host, anybody can be a podcaster, anybody can make videos and whatever. Bro, you are going to really have everybody being able to do anything. And it's going to be nuts. It's going to be like, all right, set up like everything is like the movie The Fifth Element. Bruce Willis is in the movie. It's The Fifth Element too. Like, it's a story about this, and then you could write it or have AI create it, and then you could literally put it in the generator, and then it's going to create a movie. And you're going to have a 1 hour, 2 hour movie, and you can watch it, and maybe it won't be that great, and then you can go in and fix things and make things a little bit different, tweak it, and then release it somewhere for like $5, $10 or whatever, or I don't know, dude. And that is going to be the future, and that's going to be in the next probably 10 years. And that's assuming we don't blow each other up in World War III or whatever, the nukes and all that shit that could be going on. So, bro, that's coming. That is coming 100%. And because you can already do it, but it's going to be very mainstream and everybody will be able to do it. Like anybody, everybody. It's just going to be very easy, and it's going to be very big and very detailed. And you're already kind of seeing it now, but I mean, in the next 5 to 10 years, it's going to become like I'm talking about, like, I can go in easily and say it's set in the mansion of the Shining movie, like, and it's a horror thing, and you can type it all, and dude, it's going to be, there'll be YouTube channels, you know, assuming you can't be sued for some of these things, and some of these things are licensable or licensable and all that stuff, whatever. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for being here. I think we're done, and love you guys. Have a great night. Thank you so much to the man, Huge Boner, who was a beast tonight. Love you, bro. Thank you for that. That was really cool. And we'll catch you guys Saturday night for SummerSlam. 12 years. 12 years being alive in a row. The longest running post-WWE streaming YouTube show anywhere, I believe. I don't think anybody's done 12 years in a row of SummerSlam live after SummerSlam ended. I don't believe anybody's done it. If anybody can find me some people that have done it, let me know. I don't think anybody has ever done it. I don't think there's another YouTuber who's gone live 12 years in a row after SummerSlam. We're setting a record here, I believe. I don't think anyone else has done it. Maybe someone has, but I don't think so.
Yeah.
Big birthday party Saturday night. Saturday night, SummerSlam.
Money, money, baby. I'm rich, wrestling royalty. Bow down to me. Money, money, money. You're lacking in the bank. You in the tank. Let me lift all of your bank. Here comes the money. Here comes the money. Money buys talent, and talent is wealth. Here I come, better get ready, cause I don't need no help. I got money, money, stacks on stacks. Here I come, I got money and I'm back. Money, money, money. Y'all into ruble for sure. Money, 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 and I'm here to endure. Here comes the money. 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 Here comes the money, the money, money's here, here comes the money, 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 baby. I'm rich, wrestling royalty, bow down to me. Money, 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 y'all lacking in the bank. You in the tank, let me lift on up your bank. Yeah, give me the tank, let me lift on up your bank. Here comes the money, here comes the money. Money buys talent and talent is wealth. Here I come, better get ready, cause I don't need no help. I got money, money, stacks on stacks. Here I come, I got money and I'm back. Money, 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 y'all into ruble for sure. Money, 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 and I'm here to endure. Here comes the money. Here comes the money. Here comes the money. Here comes the money. Here comes the money.